it's still the amount of work that we have to do, and we know the difficulty of every game, so we just focus on that.
And looking at the team you picked.
I was thinking about the better days. My youth so happy, my hair so nappy, had an afro.
Chelsea.
What's going on, guys? Big shout out to you guys. Welcome to Saturday Live, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Mikel Arteta's actually talking, so I'm going to be quiet for a second.
Last year, and I think Sean brings a huge level of organization, experience in the league, and he knows really well how to manage games.
Thanks, Mikel. Good luck today.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty then. So he's just talking about managing games. It's something that we have kind of held them to account this season. Hold on a second, guys. It's something that we have held them to account this season. We've talked about the rotation. We've talked about keeping the players fresh. We've talked about the reasons why we haven't won a title over the last few years. And that is kind of the main reason. That is kind of the main reasons why. The squad hasn't been fresh. They've deteriorated as the months have gone on, and quite frankly, we've run out of legs. And what we're seeing now is a squad that's been hampered by injuries, also had the hardest schedule with the away games that we've placed, and then they still came into the new year 6 points clear. So imagine that, guys. You had the toughest away schedule. You played 8 out of the top 10 teams away from home. The only teams you've got to play away from home now is Man City and Spurs. And so you've done all the tough away games. You've had 18 players injured out of 25-man squad. And you're 6 points clear. So this is the reason why I always felt that Arsenal was going to win the league, because I thought if you're that resilient, if you've done, your worst, and you've had your injuries just destroy you, and your schedule, just remember the first 6 games when we saw the schedule, everyone was like, oh, Lord. And now everyone is kind of like, all right, it weren't too bad. The fact that Liverpool went on a 5-game winning streak at the beginning of the season and just capitulated, and then Man City had a bad run, and then they lost 4 games. Arsenal just kept going. And so I always felt we were going to win the league this season. And you can check all my nightcaps, because what I did in the nightcaps is every time everybody said to me, Apollo, are Arsenal going to win the league? October, November, December, the same questions I get. My answer was, who else is going to stop us? Who's going to stop Arsenal? Liverpool have gone into the tank. Man City are just not Man City anymore. That invincible period is over, because they were in a state of transition. So they spent a lot of money. Well, continue to spend a lot of money. They just spent 100 million this new year. And so they're going to continue to strengthen, but they're still in transition. They're losing a lot of games. What they lost now? 5, 6 games? Can't even remember what is it now? 5 games they've lost. And we're barely past halfway. Yeah? We're barely past halfway stage. So they're going to buckle, because they've got all the tough away games to play. And we went to Old Trafford on the first game of the season, and we struggled. And I have to admit, United outplayed us. They did. Whether you guys want to agree with it or not, fact is, United were the better team that day. We left there with 3 points. You go away to Everton, Brighton, and you struggle with injuries. Your centre-backs, no Saliba, no Gabriel. You win those games. You play Wolves. Your squad is deteriorated. Injuries up to the hilt. You win 2-1 without even scoring a goal. Wolves score all 3 goals. So even when we're not doing well, the resilience is there. The manager is motivating and pushing these guys forward, and they get the job done. And that's just how it's always been this whole season. And so let's look at today's results before we go into the team sheet, guys. Game's about to kick off in about 10 minutes' time. So the team sheet, guys, will come to in a second. So the results are United beat Man City 2-0. And I have to say this, guys. I have to say this. I was not along with you guys with all the drama. I just wasn't. Before guys carry on, let me just send Cranky an invite for this stream, because I know he's gonna love to come on here. So hold on, give me a second. Let me just go into the page and then copy the link and send it down to Cranky. All right, here we go, because I would love to hear what Cranky's saying afterwards. Right, here we go. Let's get to Cranky and then send him the link. Here you go. Here's the link for today. Right, so I've just sent Cranky the link and away we go. So I was in the gym. I'm not going to lie. Because of my condition, I've had to make a commitment to my lungs and everything else. And I was in the gym. And actually, at that point, I was in a sauna in the steam room. And so I didn't know what was going on. My phone was actually off. So I know people was trying to ring me. They were pinging me all over the place. So it was about, I think it was the 90th minute. I turned my phone on in the 90th minute. And United had just scored their third goal, which was disallowed. And there's no reception where the gym is. Like when you're in the gym in the sauna, there's no reception there at all. So you're trying to refresh the page, and you've got no reception. Your 5G is completely out. There's no 4G either, and your signal's dead gone. And you're just like, work. And anyway, long story short, I get outside to the car, refresh it, and it says 3-0. I'm like, what on earth is going on? This time I'm going crazy. My wife's thinking, Apollo, what's going on? All the people that are working out in the gym, they're like, what is it? Are United winning? And I say, yeah, boy, City, they're losing 2-3-0. And then that's how I got to find out. That's when I lift up my phone and find out I had 50 messages that was waiting on my phone. So yeah, it's not a shock. Everybody knew that City had to go away to all. They've got 7 teams in the top 10 that they've got to play away from home. I think they've only been to the Emirates. They went to Aston Villa, and they didn't win either of those games. It was a 1-1 draw at the Emirates Stadium. Villa beat them 1-0. So and then United's now beaten City 2-0. So it just goes to show, like, United have shown frailties in Manchester City's team, because if City's gone away, and look, they've got another 6 games to play away from home. If City's gone away to United, Arsenal, and Villa, and in those 3 games got 1 point away from home, then they're dead. They're dead, mate. They are absolutely cooked. Chelsea got a good win today. So that is well done to Chelsea, 2-0 to them. And quite frankly, I'm surprised that they beat Brentford, because Brentford's a really good team. Leeds continue their revival to escape relegation. And what does that mean? That means look, I see Gary in the background yawning. So Leeds continue their revival to escape relegation. That's a really good result against Fulham for them. Liverpool, just the dregs of the Premier League. The dregs of the Premier League. This is like, how are Liverpool dying left, right? You win the first 5 games of the season and then you die. You miss Mark Gahey and then you die. You spend 120 million for Isak and then you die. You spent $500 million on your squad to repeat winning the title, and guess what? You die. So this 1-1 draw against Burnley at home at Anfield, Liverpool are just the dregs and the dog's body of the Premier League right now, man. And this kind of goes to show you how we're in January, we're in the transfer window, and you let Semedo go to Man City, and then you let Mark Gahey go to Man City. Like, come on, guys, you were in pole position to sign this guy in the summer, and the dregs of the dregs just came out, and the same thing happened again. And I don't feel sorry for Liverpool. Big shout out to Garfield in the chat. Garfield says, yes, happy man. Can watch match of the day we helped change. We helped change. We go, yeah, you did. Listen, bro, you put the heat on. The heat was already there, but them man can't take it. Forget Liverpool not being promoted sides for the first time in 45 years. And big shout out to Andrew. Big shout out to 18. 18 says, I want to have fun tonight. No pressure. Worst case, we are 6 points. Man City have bottled it. And that's kind of what it is, guys. If this was Arsenal losing, everybody would be screaming, you bottled it, you bottled it. So is that not fair that we can say the same thing about Man City? They have bottled it. I mean, this is madness what we're seeing here.
It doesn't apply to City, though, does it? It only applies to us.
Yeah, I'm afraid it doesn't. And then Sunderland beating Crystal Palace 2-1. I predicted that. West Ham beating. Do you know what? I was going to do a West Ham win, but then I thought, nah, Spurs are at home, and I went for a draw. How silly I was. So here we are, guys. Team sheet is Raya in goal, White, Gabriel, and Saliba. Timber at left back, which I think is wrong. I just think, look, play Miles Lewis Skelly. What you're doing, Arteta, is you're showing no faith in him whatsoever. Like, he ain't gonna feel great after seeing a gassed Timber take his position for 2 games. That is not where he wants to be. You should have started. I get the Chelsea, I understand it. Semi-final cup game, I get it. But you cannot start this guy away from home against a team that's lying 17th in the league. Yeah, Arteta, I think you missed something there. Midfield, Zimmermandy, Rice, Odegaard, best midfield in the country. Probably the best midfield in Europe. And then up front, you've got a complete change on the wing. So Madueke and Martinelli replace Saka and Trossard. That is what I'm talking about Mikel Arteta and his rotational changes this year. Last season, he would have never have done that. And this is the second game in 5 games that Saka's been rested. So I mean, I'm just sad that Timber's playing. If Timber was on the bench, I would have given this a 10 out of 10 team sheet. And then you've trusted in your striker Gyökeres by giving him the start that he deserves, quite frankly. What's your opinion of the team sheet, Gary? And how are you? I didn't ask you how you are yet.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I just woke up. That's what I was doing. I just literally had a nice afternoon nap. Watched the United game, and do you know what? I don't know how Garfield feels. Obviously, Garfield being a United fan, but these are the same players that literally were underperforming week after week for Ruben Amorim. And I don't know what Michael Carrick said, or whether it's just the fact that, you know, it's that new manager bounce, everyone's flying. But United looked absolute quality in every department. They ripped Man City apart time after time after time. And we play them next week.
Yeah.
So
it could have been, I mean, it could have been 4 or 5.
Well, they scored 2.
Yeah.
They had 3. They had 3 disallowed. And Donnarumma made 4 or 5 quality saves that you should really expect him to save, but he made them nevertheless. You know, so this could have been a real drubbing. You know, you're talking like 6 or 7.
Oh yeah,
they was excellent. They was absolutely superb. So if I was that United board, I would give Carrick the contract tomorrow. It would be him come in the office, mate. There's your contract, sign it. You're the new boss, because he had them rocking and rolling. As for us, I agree with you. I agree with you on the Jury and Timber point. I think Miles Lewis Skelly should have really got the start today. We can't afford any more defensive injuries, really, while we've got Calafiori and Hincapie out. Timber looked a bit gassed in midweek. So I would have given him a rest. You know, split him and Ben White on the right back slot for, you know, 50 minutes or 60 minutes and half an hour to rest them both, to keep them rocking and rolling. Apart from that, Gyökeres, yeah, I can see why he started again. He had a really good game. It would be foolish to drop him after the game that he played. Madueke got no problem with that, and Martinelli got no problem with that, really. So all in all, I totally agree with you with the team sheet. It's a shame that Miles Lewis-Skelly hasn't got the nod to start.
So let's look at the bench. I didn't even look at the bench there, guys. Give me a second, and then let me go and find the damn thing again. Where is it? Preview. Here it is.
I've kicked off, by the way. I don't know if you're underway as well.
I haven't, but I'm about to, which means I should change my stream. Bench. No, sorry guys, can't give you on. Here it is. Bench is Kepa, Mosquera, Lewis-Skelly, Moreno, Eza, Trossard, Saka, Havertz, and Jesus. Wow.
Is that Gyökeres?
Wow. That is some bench.
What are they showing? They just showed Gyökeres from the ankles upwards. And I thought there may be something wrong with his ankle strapping or something, but then they just done exactly the same to Madueke.
Yeah, so I'm a bit disappointed by that because they're supposed to show Gyökeres' hairstyle. He spends so much time on his hair that it's really not fair on the player that you haven't shown the best part of him. Really, bad.
I thought he had like a strapping on his ankle or something, but then they just done exactly the same to Madueke from the ankles up.
Or as Martin Keown would say, Madueke. Right. Gary, I'm on 1 minute and 5 seconds, so I'm going to try and change it.
Yeah, 1 minute 35 I'm on.
Right.
This ball with Saliba.
That's not good, is it? What's wrong with the stream today?
To be fair, this picture that I'm watching doesn't look that picture look bad, doesn't it?
Bro, I changed the stream and started falling behind, mate.
It's Martinelli. Oh, lovely run from Timber. The cross, poor. He could have cut it back to Declan Rice. And Martinelli loses it to Aina.
Yeah, I'm miles behind you. Sorry,
Timber
mate.
in hot press.
I'm 1 minute.
Get across.
I'm 1 minute 50 at the moment, so I'm miles behind. So, guys, as it is now, Arsenal.
City play out of the press really well, and they're now that. Forest play out of the press really well. Now they're on the edge of our box.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Madueke and Martinelli do in this game. Because I know there was a conversation that left wingers should be left-footed, right wingers should be right-footed.
Well run, Victor Gyökeres. So Martinelli hooks the clearance. It's a dead ball to chase, but Gyökeres doesn't give it up. He runs and he runs and he runs, and the keeper then hooks it out of play. So Arsenal have a throw.
Sasha's saying we just need to win, get 3 points, get out of here, no injuries. Job done. D is saying Arteta seems allergic to finish off wounded prey. In his 6 years here, got to get this victory and on a run. Yeah. And and D, when people say he's had 6 years to win a trophy, that's not exactly true, He's had 3 years to win a trophy because we've been competing for the title for 3 years. The other 2 years before that, we were recruiting youngest player, youngest team in the league. We were building a squad in those 2 years. And the first year was the Deadwood year where he said, all right, FA Cup win, but he got rid of 21 players that year.
Come on, Nonny, what you got, Nonny? Cross it, Nonny, cross it. Oh, corner to Arsenal.
So when people say you've been competing for 6 years, we actually haven't. We've only been competing for title for 3 years. Andrew says, which neighbour is a polar? Bro, I told you, people piggyback off me, me the 1 gig. All the other neighbours is like 100 meg or 50 meg. I'm me the thing. Me the one that I piggyback from. Yeah? I'm me the piggy.
To Arsenal,
I'm me the piggy. Yeah, I've just seen the Madueke, or as Keon was saying, Madueke cross, which has gone out for a corner. D says back when there's a goal.
The players move. The players move in the
Socials.
box. It comes across. Oh!
Ooh.
And it's into the side net, and then it's Martinelli at the near post. Just fails to get a flick. And it's into the side netting. I think if Martinelli does get a flick there, that's... Oh, no. It would have been impossible to get the flick. The wicked curl just at the end.
Yeah, Socials. Every team that plays us that don't sit back gets beat, and beat thoroughly. That's the good thing about playing Chelsea. I like playing Chelsea because they're not going to go into a low block. They're going to come out and play, and we can take Chelsea all day long. Andrew says, I'm confident of a comfortable win. Me too. I've gone for 2-0. Gary, what's your prediction?
I'm going to say 3-1.
Guys in the chat, what's your prediction? Let us know what your prediction is, guys, in the chat. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
My mother's saying 4-2.
Cam has said 4-0. 18 has said 2-0. D has said 5-0. Now I'm only joking. D says it's how we just can't let the shackles off the demolition to inferior team in the 6 years and pull away. We still have got to keep the shape and part. Yeah, agreed. And look, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, D. Andrew's gone for 3-0. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. No matter what the situation is, D, we're not gonna change the way we play because let's face it, D, teams find it very hard to play through Arsenal. That's why they can't get shots on target against us or shots in general because of the way we play. It's not about what we do on the other end.
Go on, Nonny. The defensive
side is always going to be strong. The defensive side is always going to be strong.
Where's the play it, Nonny? Well done then, Madueke. And it's out with Martinelli. Not even holding up much hope here. Into Timber. And it's and Timber plays a ball into the box, to an edge of the box. Timber plays a ball into the box, and I think it was Madueke who made a lovely run into the box, but the Forest defender just cuts it out just before it reaches Madueke. Arsenal still have it though.
Did you see there was something, Gary? I have to tell you about this little story this week.
And Martinelli with a glorious opportunity, and he heads it against the Forest fullback, and it's just dropped safely.
Also, what I would like to see is Martinelli and Madueke swap sides from time to time.
He missed it. Did he miss it?
We haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, we don't do that nonsense, man. And
yeah.
It kind of really upsets me that we don't do that nonsense.
They really, you know what I like? They're really trying to get the ball in the box now. You know, I talked about the recycle play. Boring. Anytime Saka gets the ball,
look, oh my God, he has just made a killer run and you haven't played that ball. My word, that is poor.
Because you know what? Look at the size of the Forest centre back compared to Gyökeres. The guy looks like a giant.
That's Gyökeres, that Milenkovic, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks like Gyökeres looks like a little child against this guy. So Arsenal got the ball now, playing out the back on their end with Timber.
Yeah, but watch the ball that could have been played, Apollo. Watch the run, and the ball didn't come. So it would have been clean through.
I do think at some point that Gyökeres needs to come deep a little bit. Not all the time, just enough to get some touches in the ball and just get warmed up.
What you got? Everyone's in the box. Oh, lovely turn. Oh, still got it. Well done, Madueke.
Yeah, so Gary, I was asking your opinion on something now, and I can't remember what it was. What was I asking your opinion on? Oh God, it's gone. I can't remember what it was.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It'll come back to me. Here's Madueke. Look at Madueke just going past players with ease. And that kind of dribbling skills is what causes penalties. I mean, we're one of the lowest teams in the league that doesn't get penalty kicks. But
how's that not a free kick, ref?
That's because we don't take the ball and drive into the box.
But how's that not a free kick for a foul on Gyökeres? And we've got is it Saliba down now?
I'm on 8 minutes and 50, so I'm behind.
9 minutes 20. So Saliba is down in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that tackle on Gyökeres again from Gibbs White. Saliba not looking good.
How can Odegaard just get pushed off the ball like that?
Oh, so it's Igor Jesus. He controls the ball, and as he tries his shot on the turn, he smacks Saliba straight across the bottom of his back. That's a little painful one, but should be okay. I want to see that tackle on Gyökeres again. That looked a bit like a lunge. Gyökeres was slow to get up.
I am way behind on all of my TNT streams are bad.
I'm on 10 minutes 15.
All right, let's try this one. This one says live ultimate. It's not doing anything, is it? No. I should never have gone onto that live ultimate because now it's crashed. Guys, I'm on an Xbox, guys. Please, I'm on an Xbox.
There's old Marianakis. I think he's dropped some food on the other chair. He's looking for the crumbs.
All right, let's have a look.
So the game restarts. Forest have the ball just inside their own half. It's with Murillo. Odegaard doing his in-betweeners dance.
Right, okay, I'm back with the world of the living now. So all of my streams are really,
away,
really
and it's a cross into the box. And Igor Jesus just misses it at the far post. And it's a corner to Forest.
Yeah, let me try. Okay, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try the other stuff now.
So Hudson-Odoi gets the cross in, and it's Neco Williams who cuts it back, and Declan Rice gets out to make the block. That could have been a little spot of bother for David Raya there. I think that was on target.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to leave it, mate.
Elliot Anderson with the corner. Raya is crowded out, and a brilliant header at the near post from Declan Rice. It drops over Medweke, and then it's headed over Gyökeres. Didn't really have much opportunity there to do anything.
So the shot is deflected. Yeah, it's a corner, actually.
Box, and it's keeper's ball. Well played, David Raya. Igor Jesus is picking up a lot of space in the Arsenal box, in the Arsenal sort of areas. No one's really tight to him. So neither team really had a shot in anger in the opening 12 and a half minutes.
Yeah, it's fairly even at the moment here.
It's a bit scrappy, to be fair.
It is.
Not seen any real quality bits of play.
So real-time scores, Arsenal at the moment on 50 points, City on 43. So with a draw, Arsenal at the moment have a 7-point gap at the top of the table.
Can we cross? Do you know what? I mean, I was thinking this the other day, Apollo, right? Now we've got a number 9 in there. If you played the left foot on the left and the right foot on the right, the amount of times we could get to cross the ball on their decent feet, first time.
I think that's why this game is somewhat of an experiment from Mikel Arteta, because he wants to see what's actually going on. Not so much Martinelli, but Madueke is 2-footed. He can hit them both ways. That's why when he gets to the byline, he cuts those balls back, Gary.
He's got a little bit better with his left foot. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Compared to seasons past. So Forest play it long out the back.
No, Martinelli's just let that. He's put his hands up in the air.
How did Gabriel not? Oh my God! Go away, Michael Oliver. Go away, Michael Oliver. We're on the break, mate. What are you doing?
Well, he's saying that was a foul by Gabriel.
No, he's saying it's a head injury. It didn't even touch his head. It's across his chest. It's not even the arm barely touched him. But you stopped the game when we were now on the break, and he's not even got hit in the face, nowhere near his face.
I mean, no. In all fairness to Michael Oliver, it doesn't look like he's taking it quite seriously. The referee was right there, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. He stopped that game for what reason? I have no idea. The arm didn't even touch his face. The arm barely touched him anyway.
Yeah, true.
But how did Gabriel not lose his balance there? Because he looked like he was going to just go down to the floor. But he managed to keep his balance. Sean Dyche having a row with the fourth official. Is that Ian Wone? It is, isn't it? Is that Ian Wone?
The fourth official.
Man, honestly, with their physio from the 1990s, I tell you, he's a big Oasis fan. They're geezer, isn't he? So Arsenal have the ball back with during Timber. The game's back underway. But Arsenal was on a break there. That was no head injury, man. I've never seen a game stop so quick.
Andrew says, "Get in the box more." That's my New Year's resolution.
Lovely touch, Martinelli. What can you do now, Martinelli? What can you do?
Jesus on the shirt.
And it's a corner to Arsenal. Declan Rice will take.
Cam says, "I love watching Madueke with the ball at his feet. Never know what's going to happen. Those poor defenders." Cam says, "Oliver is such an insufferable cretin. Odegaard is such a..." Yeah, we don't use the word pansy anymore, mate. You're not allowed to use that word. I just found that out a couple of months ago. It's one of those words that the cancel culture don't like. Yeah, I know. I didn't even know. A couple of months ago, my son was talking to me about it. I was like, really? Anyway. Oh,
is that a true thing? I thought you was joking.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. We can't use that word anymore. It's like the word we used to use.
Oh, free. So Declan Rice is called up. He's saved by the keeper.
1-0.
It comes back to Martinelli. Oh, Madueke just running rings around people. What a cross that would have been. But he's saved by the keeper. It falls to Martinelli. One touch, gets his shot away. It's blocked. It's cleared. And Madueke runs in a big circle, tries to cross it with his right foot, and it's out. It's out of play.
Madueke's done well there to win it back. Madueke is so good with his feet, and he still gets the cross in, even though it goes out. Yeah, Odegaard has been shoved off the ball twice already in this game in the first 15 minutes, like depossessed by just the shoulder. So that's weak. Yeah, that's proper weak. I remember when Ozil had that problem, and Ozil hit the gym. Ozil was like, "I'm going to toughen up my top half. No one shoving me off the ball." D's saying we're setting up defensively.
Oh, Martinelli, what a crossfield ball that is. Come on, Martinelli, what you got now? What you got? Don't go byline.
100%
shoot. No. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that we're set up defensively, D. It certainly doesn't look that way.
Oh, and the header back for Madueke. And nobody.
Defensively, you can see when we're playing the ball out of the back, we're really advanced with our players and our shape.
To be fair there, Madueke's headed the ball back, and I don't think anybody expected him to head the ball back. And it's whacked clear for a corner. But no Arsenal player really reacted there because nobody expected him to head that back in. I thought he was going to bring it down and turn. So another corner, which Madueke will take.
That's a big old centre back they've got in there, man. True.
And there's the ball. Oh, and it's headed on. Oh, shoot. No, Declan Rice on his left foot declines the shot. Oh, lovely ball. Control it, Madueke. Oh! What? Oh, he's given a foul on the Gabriel. Lovely ball from Declan Rice that picked out Madueke. I don't know if he heard the whistle. But he was onside.
I do want to mention the corners from Madueke are getting better and better and better.
I'm not even sure that was a foul. I'm sure the Forest guy just threw himself to the floor. And Madueke was in.
He was. It's poor control, really.
Yeah, but I think he heard the whistle, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a foul. Eucharist jumped for the ball, man.
Guys, 3 points is what we need today. We need 3 points. You don't get chances like this every week, guys.
Elliot Anderson got folded.
Got to do your bit.
Well, so far in the opening 20 minutes, we haven't really strung much together.
Yeah, it's been a telling game at the moment.
Well done. Go on, Madueke, you got room. Got to cross it early. You're running down blind alley, man. Come on. Shoot! Oh, hit the corner flag, Ben White. Well done. But Ben White wins the ball in the press, plays in Medweke, and I think there's 3 in the box. I think the cross has got to come earlier. But he goes into the box, he loses it, he gets crowded out, and then it responds to Ben White, and his shot is with his left foot is wild and almost hits the corner flag.
He's put it over, it's not hit the target. Andrew says, disagree, Arsene Wenger got bombed out for maintaining an attacking philosophy. Yeah, I mean, look, if you go all out, then you're susceptible at the back. And look, we're not defensive. It's just our forte is that we play great defense. There's a difference. But by no way, shape or form do I think that we've set up here defensively, D and Andrew.
No, we haven't set up defensively. We're attacking, but we just do it in a defensive formation, if that makes sense. So we're still quite solid at the back. We've got 2, as Apollo calls them, the bookends who are fast and strong and can get the team out of trouble for the balls played over the top. But we're just good at the way we set up, so we don't give away many chances. Martinelli, what are you doing there? This guy Martinelli, honestly, he's standing right next to Gyökeres. And when the ball gets played out to the other side, where he should be, there's nobody there. I mean, this ball over the top is on all the time because that Milenkovic may be big, but he can't move.
Yep, true. And guys, remember, we're seeing Madueke and Martinelli, 2 guys who have not exactly done enough to get into the first team. So this is very unconventional. And it's a game we've got to win. But what I'm saying in the second half, you've got Trossard and Sakaron, who are obviously better at the positions. And so we do have something as a plan B. Garfield saying he's cooking his curry goat. You know what, Garfield? I'm just having fried chicken and salad and roast potato today. I'm just making it nice and simple today. In fact, my wife's calling me, so let me check my food. I'll be back in a second.
Yes, Arsenal win it back with Saliba. And who was that? Zubimendi gives the ball away. So Arsenal so far in opening 23 minutes with 62% possession. Where was the foul there then? I feel like this whole team. Oh, and well done, David Raya, because Hudson-Odoi was clean through. One ball played beat all the Arsenal defence from Murillo, and Hudson-Odoi was through. And David Raya, 30 yards from goal, comes out with a brilliant sliding tackle to clear the ball. It shows you the power of a through ball and a well-timed run, something that Arsenal found miserably to do. And it's a corner to Nottingham Forest, and Jurriën Timber's taken one in the nether regions. But what a ball from Murillo. And Hudson-Odoi was clean through, and what a starting position from David Raya. And he came out with the sliding tackle stroke clearance. But Forest have a corner. Why can't our centre-backs play that type of ball? Someone tell me, please.
Yeah, gone. The last centre-back who was playing balls like that was David Luiz. That was a long time ago. He was brilliant at playing the ball out the back. He was brilliant. 18 saying, I'll be heartbroken if we don't win tonight. Yeah, I mean, Look, like I said, we got something in the bag. We have a plan B, so we just see how it goes after an hour.
This fourth official is getting it in the ear from the Forest bench. Oh, you got the women playing tomorrow at Bournemouth, Apollo, against Aston Villa in the FA Cup.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Otherwise, I wonder what's the weather going to be like tomorrow.
1:30 kickoff it is.
1:30. Okay, I was going to go and see my grandkids. Let me see how tomorrow goes. If I don't go and see my
2 o'clock kickoff. I'm lying. 2 o'clock kickoff.
2 o'clock. Was you thinking about going?
My boy's got football in the morning at 10, so I could possibly make it up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see because my schedule at the moment is going to see the little babies.
Yeah, let me know, and then I'll see what I'm doing.
Okay.
And Timber in this playing like the 6 now. Zubamendi. Yeah, there's been no real pattern to Arsenal's play, to be fair. There are a couple of balls that Madueke's run. But I think when you've got players in the box, you need to get that early ball in. And when you're playing on the opposite side to your actual strong foot, you're not delivering. You always want to cut in. And I think that's a trick they were missing.
Did you see how fast David Raya was out off his line quickly as soon as Hudson-Odoi?
He had a great starting position, to be fair.
And that's the reason why Arteta says to everybody, you can't calculate how good this guy is because of the things he does. Andrew said that as well. Raya has got a better tackle than Odegaard. Odegaard does win the ball.
Played, Noni. Well played. He gave the ball away, but he fought and he won it back. That's what you want to see. And Arsenal have it with Saliba.
It does look like Forest is in mid block though. Madueke, just poor control from Madueke there. He's got 3 red shirts around him. Yeah, so you have to give. You got to give. I know. Look, Madueke's won it back. He had 3 players around him, lost the ball, and he somehow got to win it back. So first of all, you give credit to. You got to give credit to. What happened, Gary?
So Ben White delivers a perfect cross. Gyökeres flies at it, misses it. I think it was Declan Rice coming behind, and it's smuggled over the line from Forest for a corner. Declan Rice just missed it, and it hits Ola Aina in the stomach, and it goes out for a corner. So but two players in the box, and a good cross there from Ben White. But that's what you've got to do.
Yeah, and we know that from the last game when they were talking. They did an after-game interview, and they were talking about the fact that they played together previously before Coventry. Oh, look, Gyökeres is...
I finished! Marley, how have you missed?
Oh, my
How have you missed from 2 yards? Oh, my God. The corner comes in. It's headed at the back post. It falls to Madueke. He then shoots. It's across the goal, and Martinelli's just got to tap it in, and he puts it past the far post. That's inexcusable.
Oh, mate, it was easier to miss than it was to score.
That was harder to miss, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, what? Mind you, Madueke shanks it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. No. He's got to score that. 2 yards out, left foot, right foot. It doesn't matter what you use.
Yeah, the angle was a little bit against him, but it's a terrible miss. It's a terrible miss. Same way Casemiro. Yeah, did you see Casemiro's? What was going on with Casemiro today?
He was caught in about 6 minds, Casemiro. He didn't know whether to hit it, chip it, power it, hit it across the keeper, and in the end, he ended up doing nothing.
Took a back tackle again.
Andrew, man, I've heard that Raya's wife has a nicer cat.
So, guys, we are 29 minutes and 30 seconds, and so far there's not been a shot on target.
Arsenal should be 1-0 up. Rice with the cross. Oh, Milinkovic has just taken a massive ride on Gyökeres. That looked like piggyback race. What the hell?
Yeah, I think that angle was tight.
No,
think the
you're
angle was
making
tight.
excuses there. That's not
Yeah.
tight angle.
No,
Left foot.
you
He can even hit it with
you
the
still-
outside of his right foot.
Yeah, you still finish
He's-
it, mate. You still
he's
finish in
muffed
those
it.
situations.
He's muffed it.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
49ers are going to muff tonight against the Seahawks.
yeah. I think they'll win, actually.
Well, they got battered by the Seahawks in the divisional game 2 weeks ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
33, I think it was. So Arsenal win the ball back. Good defending there from, I think it was Gabriel on Igor Jesus.
I mean, you can see Forest don't exactly defend the best, so he played well today, says Garfield. What's going on, Michael? Big up to you, bro. Andrew says, Apollo, and I knew a terrible miss. She never let me.
Yeah, there's no defending that, man.
Yeah, we've
all
had.
Oh, Super Mendy this time.
What is
Ball
going
play
on?
through. He makes a run from midfield. Perfect run from midfield. Madueke feeds him in, and the shot is half cross, half shot, and it's to nobody. He's got to be striking a goal and not trying to find Gyökeres in the middle.
That's a clever ball from Madueke. Look how he he puts it past 3 players.
Because he can't decide whether he's shooting or whether he's crossing, and in the end, he didn't do either. It was cross come shot.
Look at that ball.
But that's how you beat. That's how you beat a low block.
But look, Timber is standing on the penalty area, and he's saying, "Why didn't you cut it back?" Timber was standing there for a tap-in.
Martinelli.
You know what? It's not the first time I've seen Timber stand there. When he plays left back, it's like he's an extra striker. Haven't you noticed that when it comes to Urian Timber?
I think he just appears at all different times, doesn't he? Sometimes he gets in the way, though. He's taken a couple of Gyökeres' head this season.
Yeah.
But Timber's now playing in the 6 in between the centre-backs. Odegaard hasn't really been involved.
No, he hasn't.
This was a game I would have started Eze. I don't understand why. You're playing players that have just had a full 90-odd minutes against Chelsea, most of them. You know,
Cam says, big up Garfield. Look, Garfield is in 5th place.
No, 4th.
No, 5th.
Oh, Liverpool drew, didn't they?
Yeah, Liverpool drew.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. I forgot who they played. Garfield's a happy man.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, go on. Oh, lovely. Oh, sure. Lovely interplay on the edge of the Forest box. And Gyökeres' layoff was probably about half an inch too short for Ben White to get a shot away first time. And it would have been on his left foot anyway, but lovely intricate play. Zubimendi, White, and Gyökeres there.
Yeah, they forced it. Oh, the God, it's a through ball in. Gyökeres, come on. Oh. Gaffer, you're making me feel hungry, man. Just tasting the jerk, man. Crisp biscuit. Oh, you know when it's all properly done? Oh. Garfield, man, you're making me feel hungry.
I'm coming off a 20-hour fast, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do it every day for 2 weeks now. I've lost a stone over a stone.
Wow. Well, I do the monk diet, which is the 32-hour. So
I do.
I've been basically the whole day.
Yeah, I've been doing the carnivore diet. So I'm eating nothing but meat and eggs.
Oh, that's the keto.
No, carnivore.
Carnivore diet. Because first it was Atkins, then it was keto, and now they come up with another name for it.
No, the carnivore diet's always been around. So it's just literally I've had something like 24 eggs so far this week.
Oh wow. Yeah, I love that. I do that on keto.
Yeah, I've gone from 17 stone 6 to 16 stone 5.
Oh wow. Yeah, I went from 17.5 to 15.5 So I lost 2 stones.
It's mad. Energy's through the roof.
Yeah, it's
sleeping
liberating,
so
man.
well. Aches and pains have gone away. Blood pressure's normal. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's good, mate. It's good. But that's hard to do with 2 boys in the house.
No,
I like to empty the house with all the sugar, the biscuits, and everything. I like to empty that all out first and then start it. I don't want all that stuff.
You're breaking up madly there, Apollo.
What's that? Can you hear me?
You was breaking up madly there.
Oh, I wonder what that was all about. I'm
Go on,
looking
say
at
with the boys. I heard with the boys in the house, and then you said you like to do what? Oh, Saliba's made an error now.
Yeah, I basically like
Forrest.
to get rid of all my sugar in the house before I even start stuff like that. They're just showing the Martinelli miss again. Keeper's got his foot stuck out, but there was space for him to slot it in. You can see the keeper there sticking it. So the keeper stuck out his leg there. So did Martinelli see that and put it slightly wide, or did he just get it wrong?
Excuses for him. Stop, mate. Stop it. Stop it.
No. He fluffed it, mate. There's nothing.
He could have put it in the side of the net. The keeper was. He was so close. Oh, Martin, what you do? Oh, well done, Victor Gyökeres. Well done, Victor Gyökeres. Well done, Victor Gyökeres. Brilliant, because he was under mad pressure there from Milenkovic, and he held the ball up, lays it back to Raya. Oh, come on, Zuba. I see what you're trying.
I need that for my lungs, bro. I need that, honey. We're seeing a spell here from Forest. We're starting to get a little bit of luck on the left-hand side.
And Elliot Anderson with the cross headed out from Gabriel. Martinelli win it. Oh, never gonna flicked it on, but there was no one there.
It sounds like there's a penalty shot from Forest.
No, what's happened there? Hold on. What's happened there? Who's got the yellow card? Timber got a yellow card for what? Did he put it on? I must have missed that. Oh, where did that occur? That's close, you know. Oh, that's close. I don't know if VAR are looking at this. The referees give a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, VAR are taking a look at it. And
that is close.
Yeah, VAR are taking a look. That could be a penalty to Forest.
Do you know what? His toe is literally about 1 inch from the line. It's a free kick. Oh, what they saying? Where did the pull come though? Has he pulled him there, or is it if he's pulled him on the next slide? That's a penalty. No decision, no penalty, just outside the penalty area.
Wow, got away with that one there, man.
That was close.
Yeah, got away with it.
And that's good refereeing. Good refereeing from Michael Oliver.
Got away with it there.
So Elliot Anderson with the free kick.
Got away with it there.
David Raya punches. Oh, good block. Who was that? Madueke. Good block from Madueke. Forest still have it with Elliot Anderson. Timber clears. Aina. On a buddy ollie. And it was miserable.
Garfield's wanting a penalty there.
Yes.
Garfield wants a penalty.
No, I think Garfield, go eat your goat, man.
Yeah, Nani's playing really well at the moment. Madueke's playing really, really well.
Lovely. Oh, we are just... Do you know what? We're trying to play the long ball, but we've got no conviction when we try to play it over the top. Timber's tried to pass it over the top rather than play it over the top.
I mean, you can see Forest are in press here. So, you know, it's an even game. They're not really parking the bus. I've only seen a mid-block twice.
Gibbs White.
Thing is, Forest are playing at home in a relegation zone, or a couple of places ahead of the relegation zone. In fact, one place ahead. They're in 17th. So they've got to go for it. They're trying to survive. There's no point parking the bus at home to Arsenal.
Panic stations, Gabriel. Calm down. Throw to Forest. And Aina can throw the ball. This guy can throw the ball.
Yeah, Forest is D's saying we're playing around with our food.
I don't think we started dinner yet.
No, we have. We had 2 chances to score, Gary. We had 2 chances to score, but we've just been playing around. Poor finishing.
And the long throw comes in, and it's Declan Rice, and then Martinelli volleys it clear. Go on, Victor. Go on, Victor. Go, Victor. Go on, Victor. Oh, Murillo's speed. Oh, what a tackle from Murillo. He missed the ball on the halfway line. Gyökeres picked it up. He ran from the halfway line into the area. Murillo's all over him. He shows mad strength. And as the shot is goal bound, Murillo comes back with a sliding tackle.
Oh, how does he?
What a tackle that is.
Mind you, they were quite level. Yeah, that's a good tackle. That's a great tackle.
That's a goal-saving tackle.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Martinelli just cleared it right into the path of Gyökeres.
Sometimes that's what you've got to do. That's what you've got to do. You've got a striker up there that's powerful, can run.
Yep. Gyökeres has scored 2 goals when Calafiori has done that twice.
Yep, you're 100% right. And the corners creates a bit of havoc. It's cleared. And Raya slams it back, straight back to his opposite number. Got to get a bit more height on that, Raya. You drove the ball to nowhere. But that's where you want Gyökeres, running like that. Give him the opportunity, because he's got strength, he's got pace, he can run.
I think if Gyökeres just had a little bit of pace there, then he would have been away.
No, Murillo's fast. Murillo is fast. He bows Forest out on the regular, that Murillo, with his pace. Oh, Martinelli gets a foot in, and it's easy for David Raya, catching practice, that is. Rolls it out to Declan Rice.
Declan's been a bit quiet.
Yeah, as you say, you've got players that are running on fumes. I know you made like 2 changes, but could you have maybe done 3 or even 4?
Yeah, I think if Trossard was playing, we'd be 1-0 up by now. Cam says, take Martinelli off at half-time. Terrible selection from Mikel. No, it's not a terrible selection. You got to play these guys. You got to give them some minutes. You got to give your other guys a rest.
Raya straight out of play. He hit. Raya, what are you holding your hands up? You've passed the ball straight to Mikel Arteta, David Raya.
Gary, this is our 4th game in 10 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to freshen up.
Yeah, so I don't understand what the disdain is for not playing or overplaying the guys. Oh. I think the team sheet, apart from Miles Lewis-Skelly, is bang on. Because now you've got Timber who needs a rest.
There's the ball and easy catching practice for David Raya. You need Timber that needs a rest. Rice looks like he could do with a breather.
And what's his name? Ben White isn't the most durable at the moment. You start overplaying him a little.
That's what I was going to say, because he keeps coming back and getting sort of played and then picks up little niggles.
Yes, because he's just not rested. He's not getting eased in. Yeah, he's not getting eased in. Easy collection there for Raya.
That's the ball. That's the ball. Oh, that's the ball we've got to play, though. But well done, that Milenkovic there. Oh, straight to Martinelli. Look, he's made a run. Oh, give him a chance. Look, 2 Forest players on him. Look, what do you want him to do? Help him out. There's nobody backing him up. Where was Mark? Oh, Declan Rice was there. And Forest go long this time. Saliba in a foot race. Out comes David. Oh, David Raya's made a mistake. Oh, he gets away with it. He didn't really need to come out there. He come out with the same sliding challenge that he did earlier. This time he's muffed it completely. And the ball fell to Igor Jesus, albeit on the touchline. And Saliba was there to stop him from getting a shot. And then Raya came out to make the got up to make the tackle.
Yeah, and it was a long ball as well. Oh, I don't know how Raya missed that. Raya's exposed himself like that on 2 or 3 occasions.
See, Murillo steps in again. Lovely tackle, Declan Rice. Gyökeres is crowded out. Can hear your TV, mate.
Yeah, my TV's down on the lowest.
It's gone there, yeah.
Yeah, it's down on the lowest.
Oh, Forest have possession still.
Yeah, I mean it's been a fair game. I'll give them that. There's no way they've coming in. Andrew says tackle and muff. I'm on the wrong channel. So that was what Gary said to me when he realized what we call it when an NFL punter shanks a kick. We call it we call it punt muffin. And
bad mistake from there.
Gary was killing me when he's like, "You've muffed the punt." Oh God!
Brian got lucky there because as he slid, Jesus has had to jump over him and he loses his balance.
Yeah,
and that's what I think bails Bear out.
He makes contact with it, Gary, but he muffs it.
Yeah, it's just come off his stud muffin. Stud. He's done a stud muffin. There's another little acronym for you there, Andrew. Stud muffin.
Oh God!
Only on 101. Oh, too funny. So, 3 minutes added on. There's basically a minute and a bit left of that.
Oh God!
Looks like it's going to be 0 at half time. Sells with the long ball. Ben White gets in front of his man, heads it out of play. Forrest with the throw.
18 saying stud muffin. Cam says cats muffin tackles. It goes WTF. It's funny. If you had someone from another channel here, they wouldn't know what all this coding and acronyms for. Madness.
Oh, Forrest come again. Still with Gibbs White.
Yeah, I think it's been a
make it. And it's a corner.
It's been a fair and competitive half, guys. And I think Arsenal's had the better chances, but Arsenal's have had 8 shots, two Forest's 3 shots. So it's been, I think,
Forest just before half time.
Just before half time, yeah.
Yeah.
Half time now. Right, guys, let's have a look at this. Let's change this up. Nottingham Forest, Arsenal. Let's change this up. Yeah, Apollo has to monetize. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Sometimes I get to a situation. Sometimes I get to a situation.
Arsenal definitely having the best chance. That fell to Gabriel Martinelli.
Someone half time. Let me type that in.
Martinelli walking off, having a laugh and a joke with Ola Aina.
Here we go.
What, 2 seconds, I'll be back. You get a drink.
No problem, no problem. All right, guys, it is half time. Arsenal 0, Forest 0. And no, we don't have a breakthrough in this game. It's quite a slow build-up game. Both teams are kind of going hammer and tongs. There's been some chances. Arsenal's had the better chances. We've had a chance from Zubimendi. We've had a dead-eye miss from Martinelli. But Arsenal have looked the better side, guys. They've had the better chances. And even Gyökeres has had a chance as well, but none of these chances could be converted. As far as Forest goes, I think Forest has had decent spells in this game. And half a shot for a penalty, but it was clearly outside the box with Hudson-Odoi. But yeah, I think it's all to play for in this game, and I think it's quite balanced. But the difference is, guys, Arsenal, 8 shots in the first half. I think that's their highest total of an open Premier League game this season in the first half. So that's obviously a positive for us. And then we've got big guns to come on in the second half when you've got the options like Trossard, Jesus, Saka. I think there's a lot more to come from Arsenal. Don't know about Forest. I think Forest is going to tire a little bit. But yeah, so far it's been a very competitive game. Let me know what you guys think on your side. And also, the game's lacking a little bit of quality. But then I talk about Moreno. Moreno has been a guy who's played literally in every game this season. And when he comes on, he does add a little bit of quality to the midfield, a little bit of steel as well. And he's just kind of like that missing link that just makes the game flow better. You just feel secure when Moreno is in your team. And he's proven that this season. So far, D says, I'd take Timber off and bring on Miles Lewis-Skelly. Yeah, I'll just do that for the ethical reasons, like it should have been that way to begin with. You know, let's be fair. Should have been that way to begin with. I'm not sure at the moment if you might put Jesus on today and think about Havertz. That might be a trick. If you're talking about Havertz, could be a good shout for today. But then we've got so much options. When you start Martinelli and you start Madueke, you put yourself in a position where you can start to really manage the tempo of your impact subs. Cranky, shout out to you. What are you saying, bro? Good to see you, bro.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. Loud and clear. What's your thoughts on the first half?
There are different thoughts. I thought we started the game really, really well. I thought we were pressuring them in their box, 19 touches in the first 25, 30 minutes, but then we fell off and they got into the game. Martinelli missed a sitter, but I say this throughout the entire season, not enough pressure on the opposition goalkeeper and goal from open play.
Yeah.
Even the Martinelli miss was a ricochet that came out, shot by Madueke, and then Martinelli missed what you and I probably could still score at this point. So,
yeah, it's like the Gyökeres goal with Sanchez, right, in the last game. It's like that. If he's not there, then that ball doesn't go in the back of the net.
So you and I differ on something, and people in the chat may give me a hard time. Gyökeres is not it. I'm sorry. I said to my nephew when he got the ball, when the defender missed it, he's too slow. He ain't getting away from the defender. He's too slow. His hold-up play is not good. His ability to beat a man is non-existent. Physical, robust. Even this game, he looks a little bit tired. He's not it. I need a forward that have some differentiating qualities that can create something out of nothing. He's not it. It's when Jesus scored the goal the other day, ball coming his foot, get out of it quickly. Gyökeres would have to wind up like a Titanic or something. It's not it for me. He may score goals, but he's not it for me. We need a forward that has differentiating skills to enable us to create something out of nothing when we're struggling. And in this game, I wouldn't say we're struggling in this game. Second part of the first half, we're not doing as well. I don't think Odegaard is in the game enough, to be honest. He's not influencing the game enough.
Yeah.
Right? I think
neither is Declan Rice. Declan Rice as well.
Yeah, but I think the inverted with Timber doesn't really work. He's not an inverted. Lewis-Kelly's an inverted because he's a midfielder by trade. Yeah. Look at Timber in the inverted. Timber can't make an incisive pass between the lines like Lewis-Kelly does to get in Martinelli or to get in Gyökeres. So I don't think he works well as an inverted. He's a really good right back, a really good defender with some offensive skills, but that's not his forte.
Yeah, I mean, even when we talk about Ben White, I think is better going forward because he can cross the ball.
Well, Ben White crossed the ball better than Saka and Madueke.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that much is obvious. That much is obvious. Ben White gets the ball in a dangerous position when he goes down the line. And better than Timber too. And I think the challenge that we're running into is how, when a team is playing that low, but they're coming out more, right?
Yes, of course.
They get more adventurous because they get more possession.
They're in a relegation battle.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they start off deep and they're going more and more up the field because they get more possession. And hopefully they play that way second half and the game may open up for us.
Yeah.
People keep talking about Gyökeres brings spine. My spine is okay. I need more than spine. I need more than spine.
I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you on Gyökeres, but I don't think at the same time that you realize you've invested 55 million in this player. You've got 4 options at strikers. You've got 4 options. You've got Moreno, Jesus, Havertz, Gyökeres. And if I can't even grade the strikers. I mean, I think Havertz is the best option, yes. But I can't grade them because they're situational for me. If I'm playing different teams, I would like to see different strikers. But what I do know is every time we take Gyökeres off, we're like lambs to the slaughter. The front press just completely evaporates, and then we're just inviting teams on.
But we don't really have a front press today, right? There's no real front press today.
That's because we're not in a low block, though.
Well, they're in a low. They were semi-low block initially, and then they came out gradually.
Yeah, I've seen 2 mid blocks in this game, but the game is quite open, to be honest. It's a free-flowing, open game. So there's been, as I said, a couple of times where I saw Forest in the mid block, but they are in 17th place. They were in 1 place of the relegation. They don't have the luxury to sit back 10 men behind the ball. They need 3 points.
Yeah, and West Ham won today, which put pressure on them, right? So
exactly.
And put pressure on Spurs too. People just thinking about those teams. Spurs is fouling in that category in the relegation battle.
Just like last season. The table don't lie, you know, over 38 games.
they have a lot of injuries, to be fair to them, but still, they're not the best team. They didn't spend well. That's part of their problem.
Yeah.
They didn't spend well.
I asked Andy about Gallagher today, and I said, what's your expectations from him? And he didn't have much.
Well, Gallagher is one of those non-stop running footballers who's going to put a foot in.
Yeah,
not the most creative. He's going to give you effort, and sometimes you need that in your midfield to cover ground. So, but I mean, the best thing of today is Man City losing. And by the way, they could have gotten 4 or 5. I mean, Man U was exceptional today.
Yeah.
They were exceptional today. They could have, Maguire should have scored, and Borna should have scored more than one. They got chances after chances. Casemiro should have scored. Man City the offense looks potent. Their defense looked just as bad in the opposite direction.
But it's not so much the defense. I talked about this all season. It's the midfield. Their midfield. You got Casemiro don't have no legs, and they haven't got nobody.
I'm talking about Man City's defense. I'm not talking about Man U. I'm talking about Man City.
All right. So
Man City defense is atrocious.
Yeah. It is. It's aging. They're injury prone. They're in all sorts of, and they need help badly. Which is probably why Gahey went there, because he knew he would play. Gahey knew if he signed with them, Stones is finished. Whereas if he signed for Arsenal, people are going to start asking questions whether he even gets in front of Mosquera. And then, yes, he might. But then if he does, then he's still behind the best 2 centre-backs in the world.
No, Gay made the right move. Yeah, he made the right move. He made it right. I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't have moved to the summer. I would look for a 30 million sign-on bonus, frankly.
Me too. Yeah,
because that would be my right. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's right. And but you see, these players and the agents don't know nothing about American football and the NBA. They don't know how to play. They don't know how to play free agency. They're so tied into this transfer fee and all this stuff and whatever. They ain't got no patience. He could have written his own checks in the summer.
So here's what's funny about that. So everybody talking about he's getting £300,000 a week, right? So let's say if I move regular, I get £200,000 a week. There's £100,000 difference he's getting times 50. So it's 5 million a year. Just for 5 million. Over 4 years, that's 20 million. Could have taken that 30 million, invest that 30 million, compounded at say 7 to 10%. You make about more than that money, and it's guaranteed money in your pocket that you have that can use at your disposal. You got to wait 4 years to make back that money if it takes £300,000 a week. I don't understand why he would do that. Because in the summer, have options. Man City is a good team, and they spend money, so you're always going to be competing. And look, I think he probably think they're 6 points out. They have a chance to win this year. If he goes there, he make the difference. Right now, their even if they continue to improve, their defense is not where it needs to be. How are you doing, Gary?
How we doing, Cranky?
I'm doing well. Look at my team struggling a bit. We need to just win the damn game and go 9 points clear of Man City. We're playing.
I think we just need to. It's like the way we play doesn't really change. It's always kind of the same. We've had a couple of opportunities to get the ball into the box early. We've got people in there, and the ball's just not arriving. So I just want to see a few more early balls into the box. I want to see the wingers switched, playing on their strong foot.
You like the old time winger thing. You're saying it worked in the old days.
No, what I'm saying is, if you watch how take the United City game today, United got the ball out wide and they just literally crossed the ball into the box. Yeah, there was no, we're going to play it here. I'm going to come back inside. I'm going to do this half a yard, ball went in. and they cause City all type of problems.
Well, I think people just got to give Carrick credit for Man U today. Play him in Bowen up front. Don't play in Cunha, who doesn't play defense that much, and having speed up top to pressure the defense to play deeper and give you more room. Or if they play high, you get behind them. Stroke of genius.
Yeah, well, I said at the start of the stream to Apollo, I said if I was United, I would call Carrick in tomorrow and I'd give him the contract there and then. I'd let him take it because if they're playing like that in his first game, when they continue to play like that, I know there's that new manager bounce, but they looked. I mean, these are the same players that basically got Amorim the sack, who couldn't. No,
I agree. It's the same players, but there's a difference between playing 3 at the back and 4 at the back, and having Mainoo in the midfield who's very comfortable with the ball, and Casemiro having outlets, and Bruno playing up top where he can affect the game. You're playing Bruno in a double pivot, doesn't make any sense.
All right, guys, let's answer this question before Cranky's got to go for half time. Name the 10 best creative and cultured midfielders currently playing.
Where? Premier League or globally?
Globally. I do like Pedri. I want to put Pedri in there.
Barcelona's
man. You got to put Declan Rice in there because he's going to be on the Ballon d'Or.
No, not. They said creative. They didn't say all around.
He had 10 assists last season. Hold on. He had 10
assists from set pieces.
He had 10 assists.
Sorry, not creative.
Yeah, I'm on Cranky's side there, Apollo.
He's not creative.
We're not having Declan Rice.
He's a set piece genius.
Yeah, I'm keeping him because he said cultured midfielders. So I'm definitely keeping him down as well. What do you guys think of Victina, Paris Saint-Germain?
Vitinha.
Yeah,
I suppose. Even the other guy, that João Neves.
I would say.
Definitely João Neves.
João Neves.
Definitely.
I would say Pedri, Gavi.
Why don't you just
Odegaard?
Andrew, why don't you just make it like 3 instead of 10?
No, let's try and get 10. You gotta put Odegaard on there because
Odegaard is in there. Odegaard is in there.
Because he's created more chances than all of them put together. Good shout, Cam. Good shout.
Musiala is in there.
He plays for Bayern Munich. Bayern, yeah.
Even Carl may be in there. Carl from Bayern may be in there. But we're gonna see more of him. He's still young. He's 17.
I would put this guy in before Carl.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Yeah. What about Valverde?
You put Valverde ahead of Bellingham?
I don't think Bellingham's all that, to be fair.
No, I'm saying instead of Valverde, instead of Bellingham. No, Bellingham is actually very all round. It doesn't seem that way. He play robust football. Yeah. He's creative. He's very skillful. Actually, it's not apparent though. The kid from isn't that a kid from Juventus that we're looking at? What's his name? Yildiz from Turkey.
Yeah.
He's a winger though. Are we classing wingers?
Okay. No, we're not classing wingers.
We're just looking for 10s. Basically,
we're looking for 10s. I would say Madison's in the 10 when he's on his day. Madison's in the 10.
Yeah, but he's not Bruno Fernandes, is he? Come on.
Bruno Fernandes is in the 10.
Yeah, he's definitely
Bruno Fernandes is up there in top 3 easily.
Yeah, I think so.
So Trossard is coming on. He's doing a warm up
for Martinelli, I guess.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be Martinelli.
Okay, guys, I'm giving you the last choice between the two. You two choose: Enzo Fernandez or Scott McTominay.
Scott McTominay.
There's no comparison. Enzo Fernandez. There's no comparison.
I'll never choose Enzo Fernandez.
I like Enzo's. Oh no, Enzo. No, sorry. I thought you were talking about Bruno.
No, I did Enzo Fernandez to the rack squad.
Chelsea and Argentina, Enzo Fernandez or Scott McTominay. I'm taking McTominay all day long.
I'm gonna pass on both. I'm looking for another person.
I know. I did Enzo Fernandez to the rack squad with Bruno.
I see you guys later.
Hold on. Would you take Bruno Guimaraes?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Bruno's a big time player. I'll see you guys later.
All right, guys. See you later, Cranky. Right, guys. Second half. Let's get the confirmation for you. Trossard replaces Martinelli. One of you guys called that in the chat because Martinelli just not turned up today. Not being impactful. Not impacted the game in the way you wanted to. So Andrew says Santi Cazorla is a template. Okay, Gary, name 5. No, man, stay with the 10. We just got 10 out for you. Socials is saying Tina's not creative. No, listen, I would probably say Odegaard and Pedri, and maybe Bruno Fernandes are my top 3. I'll probably say those two though. And the one guy we haven't named is Kevin De Bruyne, and I can tell you why. It's because Odegaard has just ripped him to shreds over the last 3 years, and that guy can't stay fit as well. His time come and done. The game's restarted for me, Gary. Let me just go and refill my drink.
So Forest just in possession, halfway inside their own half. Ben White wins the header. No question, Arsenal need to step it up a tiny bit. Saliba back to Raya. Raya back to Saliba. Ben White sloppy in possession, loses it. White hooks it clear. All mistake from Timber. Well done, Zubimendi. Blocked the shot from Gibbs White. Good run from Trossard there, but Zubimendi couldn't find him and Forest have it back.
Right, guys. What have I missed, Gary?
Absolutely nothing at all.
All right, good. Excellent.
Oh, come on. What's that? Why have you not run for that, Timber?
I'm at 48 seconds and 48 minutes and 30 seconds.
48-53. And throw into Arsenal. Eze warming up, Saka warming up, Havertz warming up, Jesus warming up.
Oh, wow.
Miles Lewis Skelly warming up. So Arsenal need to put in a little bit of oomph. I'm calling it a bit of oomph.
Well, McCall wants his 3 points.
Ben White having the ball, and he takes 3 days to throw it. It's now back to work on Monday morning. With Zubimendi, there's no pass on. It's across to Saliba, across to Gabriel. To Zubimendi. With Medweke. Again, he's doubled. See the ball there? They doubled up on Medweke, but really and truly, he's just got to drag that ball back and play it down the line, and then Arsenal have got a player in space. Ben White was in acres. Lovely play. Well played, Arsenal. Go on, then. What we got? It's a switch from Declan Rice, and it's cut out. So
yeah, 18. Tony's actually at the game in Nottingham. He's actually at the game.
Tony could actually be in Hooters and not at the game. That's the only place in the UK with a Hooters, isn't it? Nottingham.
Yeah.
I've been there twice.
God bless their souls.
I've been there twice, man. It is crazy that Hooters is like a family restaurant.
Only in England.
Oh, their wings are pretty good, though. I have to give it to them. So Trossard dribbles from halfway inside the Forest half back into his own halfway inside his own half. And then Ben White goes all the way back to David Raya. There's the ball. That's the ball. Look, he's got that giant all over him. Oh, there's your friend in the crowd, Apollo.
Who's that?
Mr. Barbecue guy, Edu.
The new technical director.
I reckon his job's at peril, don't they?
He should never have left Arsenal. Mind you, his time was up here as well.
Yeah, I think we've done well with Berta.
Berta come in and said, let me show you how it's really done. Let me show you how teams win titles.
So Odegaard is just non-existent in this game, man. You know what I'm really getting fed up with? I'm really getting fed up with Odegaard's style of defending. He doesn't make a tackle. He doesn't really try to win the ball. He just bounces up and down in front and to the side of players without really getting involved.
It's a good question, Andrew, and I've always said that they should do this with Havertz and Gyökeres. So a lot of people are saying which one should start, which one should be the striker. I think we should just play with two up top.
I will go to a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-1-2.
Yeah, or even a 5-3, or even a 3-5-2. Because that way we don't need to create overloads in the midfield. Teams try to do that against us, and then we counter press. You don't really have a good chance of counter pressing in a 5-man midfield, but I would try it and see how it goes. We can play free at the back, Gary. We're probably we're the best defense in the team in the league, and then with an inverted player, we always play free at the back anyway. It's no difference to us. All that happens is our inverted player comes into the midfield like Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, or Zinchenko does.
Zinchenko getting sent back to Arsenal, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, well, don't lose it there, Madwake. Don't lose it. Oh my God, he's lost it there. Tried to dribble out from his own box. Craziness. And it's Forest back on the attack. And it's with Hudson-Odoi. See, I like Hudson-Odoi, man. I would have him in the team over Martinelli any day of the week.
See, but the thing about Zinchenko is his contract runs out this summer anyway, so it won't make no difference. He'll walk back in May, and then July 30th, everybody would say bye to him, and that's it. But, you know, big respect to him because he's one of those players that helped get us back into Europe. Him and Jesus really they took us up a level. We were the youngest team in the league, and their experience really garnered our title challenges and took us up into the Champions League.
So corner comes in,
respect to them.
Declan Rice gets into it, and Trossard completes the clearance, and it's out for a throw. roughly halfway inside the Arsenal half.
Arteta is not happy, guys. Triple substitution incoming.
Saka, Jesus, and Marino.
Yeah, triple. He's not happy. Whatever he said to them at half time, it's been 9 minutes and they're not doing. They're not getting it done.
It's been dead. You know, we haven't. But to be fair to Forest, we haven't really had the ball in this opening 10 minutes. You know, Odegaard. I mean, mate, what are you doing? He hasn't touched the ball. Oh, what a ball, Forest! And it's a Gibbs White is screaming for a corner, and the referee says goal kick.
Moreno's coming on as well.
But I mean, look, Gibbs White drops to the edge of the area. The ball comes into him from Hudson-Odoi. He takes the touch, and he's turning to shoot. And it wasn't a corner. It was a goal kick. The referee got it 100% spot on. Declan Rice didn't touch it.
Andrew says, I like 2 up front. And 18 says, just as long.
So Madueke, Gyökeres, and Odegaard off.
What's that mean? Oh, 18 says, I like them big up front. Cam says, I like them small up front.
What are we talking about here?
2 up front, Gary. 2 up front.
Yeah, but check what Andrew said.
Oh my god!
Oh, don't.
Andrew's killing me.
And Andrew, look, Cam, the bigger the better.
Battering ram like Gyökeres.
Right, so let's see let's see. Oh, 3 of you there, all looking at the ball. Rice, Jesus, and Marino, all looking at the ball.
Look, we've done enough to turn the game around with those substitutions. So, Moreno was the guy that I really wanted, Gary, if I'm honest. He can defend. He can create.
The game is now wide open. The game is now wide open.
Yeah,
Jesus, pick up the ball and lose it straight away. You can almost see the game. You can almost see the game just expand. Now Gyökeres has left the pitch.
Yeah, these are very, very. I mean, it's early, bro. It's 57 minutes. These guys are going to get 35 minutes. They're going to get a long time to turn it around.
Hudson-Odoi and goal kick given. Hudson-Odoi tried to grab the man's flag there. Not allowed to touch the man's flag. Arsenal take it quickly. So with Zubamendi, you can literally look at the space on the pitch now.
Yeah, and that's the reason why he's got all them players on there, Gary.
And it's a terrible ball from Zubamendi. Ben White can't take it in. But Saka nicks it. But there's no one in the box.
Yeah, because Jesus.
Oh, Declan Rice, the cutback. Declan Rice volleys into the ground. It's goalwards. And Sells springs across and tips it round for a corner. But Saka win the ball. No one in the box. Couldn't even cross it first time.
Yeah, because that guy went off. He went off.
There was a line of 5 Forest defenders and little Leandro Trossard, who really could have headed the ball. If he heads that ball, that's it. He let it go past him because he didn't want to take the man's goal.
Actually, it's a good save because Garnacho hit one like that against us over the weekend and it went in. And Declan hits the floor first. The ball hits the floor first. Declan's done all right there, mate.
Saka with the corner.
Look, Jesus, when that ball came into the box, Jesus had one leg outside the penalty area and one leg in.
What's he doing, Okie?
That's how far Jesus was away from the 6-yard line when that ball went in.
That tells you everything you need to know about Jesus, man.
Be good to see Gabriel get his head on the end of this. Cross comes in, it's headed away. They've got some big dogs in there at centre back, man. That's well done on Saka pressing Williams like that.
Marino gets bullied by Elliot Anderson.
Yeah. Cam says, Apollo, Ezra remains on the bench despite Odegaard coming off. Yeah, but don't get it twisted. That just goes to show you, and I talked about this in the first half, how important Mikel Moreno is to this team. And so that's the reason why Ezra is not on the field.
He's Arteta's go-to guy, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. And you know you're going to get what you're going to get from him. You know what you're going to get from him.
Oh, lovely. Oh, come on. Oh, man, Arsenal we're just not winning the ball back. We're not able to hold it.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if Jesus is up front or Moreno's up front. Has Jesus gone in at the 10? I'm not too sure what's going on.
Well, Jesus is obviously the striker, but he drops so deep. It's like he drops into the Moreno trench, and then you can't get him out. And so there is no. He's a false nine at heart. He's a false nine. Forest are winning every ball.
Yeah, listen, Forest are well in this game. Well done, Declan Rice. Saka, what are you going to do from there? You're running down blind alley, man. What's your name, Martinelli?
Yeah.
I don't even think that was a free kick, to be perfectly fair.
Imagine if City won this game and we had to win this game to keep a 6-point gap.
Oh. I think you see a different. I think you see a different performance, to be fair.
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
I think you'd see a different performance. I don't even think that was a foul, to be fair. Saka's got the free kick anyway, but I'm not too sure that was a foul. Ben White looks like him days done. Timber I haven't even seen touch the ball in this half.
No, that wasn't a foul on Saka. He lost the ball.
Yeah, I don't think that was a foul.
Yeah, he lost the ball. But you know what? Saka's had an immediate impact. That's what it's there for.
So now Forest are impressed now because they know that there's nobody really up top, so they can release players to go and do stuff.
Yeah, Sean Dyche is all over it, mate. Sean Dyche is all over it. Yeah, he's all over it, mate. It's like sometimes I feel like we play down to the level of the opposition. And look, and I know the quality, the cream always rises to the top, yeah? Because we've had plenty like games like this all season, Gary, and we've overcome them. This isn't our first rodeo. We've had this so many times. We're used to it. But we always get over the line. And, sometimes there are going to be days that we don't.
Yeah. Listen, a point is a point. It goes on the total. Yeah. But ultimately, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Gary, don't scare me like that.
Gabriel just passed the ball and Timber stood there looking at it. Timber stood there looking at it. Igor Jesus realised he could get there and Saliba's had to put in a little sprint to get there first.
Mad.
Oh, you got to try and control that, Marino. What are you trying to do? But the ball played into the box from Trossard. I think Marino's got to take a touch there. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's played in. Well, to be fair, the ball was probably slightly a bit too ahead of him. So not really a lot he could do.
We need Jesus to get his second goal of the season here.
Second coming of Jesus.
Yeah. Trossard with the ball in.
Yeah, there's a little bit too far ahead of him.
So, hold on. They didn't bring on Havertz, did they? Let me just go back here and check. Yeah.
No.
I would have preferred Havertz coming on. Everything just looks so smooth when he's in there.
I would have preferred Eze coming on, man. This is the type of game where you need that bit of magic.
And he can give you that magic. Of course he can. The problem is he for the next 3 or 4 games, he doesn't give you anything. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, but then also you need to... Go on, Declan Rice. Can we cross it? Cross it. Oh, what a save!
What a save!
What a save from Max Dowman!
Bukayo Saka. What a save!
We both shouted what a save at exactly the same time, Apollo.
Yeah, because my one flicked forward, and now it's flicked to back again. I'm 64 minutes and 30 seconds.
And that's a save because it even come over the defender's head. He wasn't sure if the defender was getting a touch on that.
Yeah, it's a great cross by oh, it's a great save. Saka don't normally score many with his head as well. What a cross by Declan Rice. Saka doesn't normally score a lot with his head. Look at Declan. Declan just put that on a sixpence. Oh, what a save. It's the best save of the match. Cam says, finally, a real footballer is on in Moreno. What a save.
Fingertips.
And Cranky told me that Rice can't create. Come on, Cranky, man. What a ball that was. What a ball. That deserved a goal.
Oh, you could control that.
Is it going to be one of them games where
we just... Well, all these... that's a head injury, ref. That's a head injury. Hold on, you stopped the game. He stopped the game straight away when their player had a head injury. Jesus run into her elbow and the referee just play on.
Madness. Andrew saying came over the defender's head. That's allowed. Is that allowed, Gary? And Cam says as a hand in a transfer request, but this scumbag in the dugout don't appreciate the talent you have, my guy.
I think it's outrageous, to be fair.
No, listen, they showed you the games that he's played at Palace and Arsenal. He played like double the amount of games with Arsenal. So when they rested him, nobody understood why. These coaches know what they're doing, man.
You can't give this guy half hour in a game that if you win, you got 9 points clear. But you bring on. I'd rather have Marino up front because Jesus don't bring nothing to the team.
Yeah,
I'd rather have Marino up front and then Eze in the 10.
Socials is saying the attack is abysmal. It is. They're not playing well up front today, mate. But the goalie's made a fantastic save there. Martinelli's fluffed his lines. Who else missed? Zumba Mendy had a miss. We're just not, we're fluffing our lines, mate. Cam says XG is 1.02, so that means we should have had a goal by now.
That's a free kick. Thank you very much.
There's still 25 minutes left in the games, guys. We've got a long way to go.
This looks like one of them games where you could play for 2 days and not score.
Yeah, we've had them before, but we've got through in the end. We squeaked through in the end. It always baffles me when we play away from home in the Premier League and everybody thinks these are easy games. We got to break them down. Now, the thing is, Gary, now they look like they're in a low block. That's a free kick to Arsenal there. Just brought Moreno down. Free kick right on the edge of the box. Morello brings down Moreno, guys. Declan Rice is all over this. I know, mate, that's the team that is across the road from you at Man United. They're the ones that bottled it. They got battered today. You might have heard of the team, Garfield, that battered them. They're called Manchester United.
So Rice with a free kick, and it's a terrible free kick. It's back to Rice. Back to Ben White.
See, with Saka missed a chance. Jesus.
Cross. Oh! How's Jesus not got anything on that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Saka with the cross. Marino heads it down, and Jesus throws himself in there. See, if that's Gyökeres, he might be going with a diving header there. You know that.
Like the goal he scored in pre-season.
That
was brilliant, that was. Saka, look at the Saka, just then gets a cross in.
In the corner to Arsenal.
Oh, man. Jesus just too late.
Saka with the corner. In it goes. And it's headed by Gabriel up in the air. And Forrest smash it clear.
Social saying, I don't see it. I don't see a goal, lads. And Cam says, socials, I'm confident we can still get 3 points. I'm just disappointed in the performance. Yeah, look, all of us are. We've missed about 3 or 4 chances, guys. Let's be fair. Yeah, let's be fair. The performance hasn't been great, but it's the goals that count. You can play badly and win games, and we've done that against Everton, Brighton, and Wolves. We got that in us. That's the one thing that we got that Liverpool and City this season don't have. When they play bad, they play really bad, and then they lose points. When we play bad, we get points. And that's been our MO this year. That's our identity.
Declan Rice with the free kick.
Yeah, Moreno just got brought down.
Oh! Moreno just missed it. And who was coming in at the back post?
What a delivery.
Was it Ben White?
Yeah. What a delivery.
No, it was Gabriel just coming out of the back post. And I think Moreno takes that off of Gabriel's head because he's going to get ahead there. And Moreno just gets the glance. Oh.
Oh, man, it's so close.
He just takes it off of Gabriel's head. If he doesn't touch that, Gabriel's there at the back post. So Sells smashes it long.
I mean, we're not even getting it on target there.
Marino, get up, stop rolling on the floor, holding your face, man. Marino's in trouble here. He's got a little elbow from Elliot Anderson. Let's have a look. Oh, Marino, come on, man. Who you trying to kid?
Yeah, I'm not sure why he brings on Jesus instead of Havertz. Maybe because he thinks Havertz can't play half an hour. And if that's the case, then fair enough. But then, yeah. And Gyökeres was struggling with those big, massive centre-backs. He was not having the greatest time. And we knew that before kickoff. We said these guys are the guys that would really isolate a guy like Gyökeres because of his size. Moreno there, fake injury to his face.
Yeah.
No contact anywhere near it.
I'd like to see that, man. He's a big 6'2", 3 geezer, man.
Yellow card for Ian Wone, which is Sean Dyche's assistant. He said something to the ref, and the ref wasn't having it.
I'm not sure why that's a free kick, but for a free kick to Forest, Morgan Gibbs White always looks angry, doesn't he?
That's because he never went to Spurs.
It's just his face, man. Just got one of them faces like Mr. Potato Head.
He didn't want to battle relegation with Forest. He wanted to battle relegation with Spurs.
I mean the other way around, isn't it? So Forest free kick.
This is a proper messy, scrappy, muddy, dirty game up north in winter, isn't it?
Well, in the Midlands, we'll go up north. It's not quite up north.
Tony chose the perfect game to go to at this time of the year.
Oh, what a tackle from Declan Rice. What a tackle from Declan Rice. Because Dominguez, if he gets past Declan Rice there, he's got a shooting opportunity from 4 yards out. We just haven't had no quality.
Yeah, and that's what it is, the lack of quality.
Has Jesus even touched the ball? I'm not sure Jesus has even touched the ball. Yeah,
he we took off Martinelli and because he just didn't turn up, and Jesus is doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but look, shoot Ben White, shoot. Look, out to Saka. Come on, Saka, what we got? Dilly dally, inside, dilly dally, run right across the box. Oh, why are you trying to go? It breaks to Marino, and it's a nothing cross. It's just a nothing cross into the middle.
Yes, his socials. We have created some good chances, but the play we've fluffed about 3 or 4 goals. We've fluffed them. That's all we've done. We've fluffed our lines, mate. It's just poor finishing and lack of quality in the final third is what's punishing us. It's not like we're not creating chances, mate. That's what I'm saying. On another day, they start to go in, but the quality of the finishing is just so poor.
Jesus off, Amari Hutchinson on.
And because of that, I'm not really concerned because we are creating chances. If we were sitting there and we didn't even have a shot on goal, then I'd be really worried. If we were sitting there and we had no shots on target, weren't creating nothing, I'd be very, very concerned.
Looks like the shot to go 9 clear was just a bit too much for them today. Saka's through. Saka's through. Oh, and he does nothing.
We've had 12 shots and 3 on target, and Forest have had 5 shots, none on target. We've not had to make a single save today. What's the chances of us having back-to-back 0-0 draws in the Premier League? So we haven't scored in 2 hours. Yeah, guys, we haven't scored in 2 hours. We didn't score against Liverpool in 90 minutes, and we have not scored today in 75 minutes. And all of our strikers are fit. Yeah, I agree with you, socials there. I agree with you. "77 minutes gone, guys." Remember, we're doing 4 away games in a row. This is our 3rd one, and then we've got Inter in the Champions League. So
I mean, let's not forget. I mean, we go to Inter in the Champions League.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of these players, do they need to play in that game? We've one game at home against Kvyat, which should be a walk in the park. You know, is that a chance to rotate and rest players, get minutes into Havertz,
and lose your lead in the Champions League? I'm not sure, mate.
Well, even if you get a point against Inter, you're still a point clear with 1 game to play.
Yeah, that's this Tuesday, and then we've got back to back
for them to go again. This is what I'm saying.
And then 3 out.
Eze's on for Zubamendi. Eze's on with 12 minutes to go.
Okay. We need some magic, Eze. We need some magic.
Yeah, give him 5 minutes to get into the game. He's got 7 minutes.
I mean, this would be disappointing if it was a 0-0 draw because you've gone 2 games without scoring a goal. And if City had won those matches, they'd be right on you right now.
I just think you're bringing Eze on and you're giving him like 11 minutes to do something. It's just stupid, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have 4 or 5 minutes of injury time, so it's about 17 minutes.
Eze today and rested Odegaard.
It's a fair shout.
And there's the ball and catching practice for David Raya. He smashes it long downfield. And Jesus doesn't jump for it. He just lets the Forest player. There's the ball. Oh, Eze was getting tugged, pulled, and it's a corner. Oh, that was Eze's moment. Almost scored with his first touch.
We just need one.
He just couldn't take it under his control. The ball from Jesus, he was getting tugged by Elliot Anderson, and he just couldn't take it under control.
Jesus puts him in there. Oh man,
he just couldn't get it under control. Elliot Anderson was all over him.
You're ruining that chance that Martinelli missed in the first half.
Well, listen, if you miss chances like that, you. Oh, is that a penalty? Oh, that's a penalty. That's handball. That's handball.
Yeah, it's Ina tried to prevent a corner.
That's handball.
Yeah, are they looking at it?
Yeah, they're looking at it. That is handball. That is handball. The arm comes in like this and stops the ball from going out.
Yeah, that's handball. Yeah, that's handball. That should be a penalty. Yeah.
Why do you need to look at that Why do you need to look so many times? You can see the hand.
The ball was in play.
They've turned it down and they're giving a corner.
Oh, because the ball was out of play.
No, the ball was in play.
No, I just looked at the touchline. It's touch and go. Oh,
yeah,
that's bullshit.
But like it wasn't touch and go when it was out against Newcastle for us.
But yeah, I know. But I think that's why they've done it. They've looked at that and thought the ball was out of play, so it wasn't a handball. I'd like to say another angle from the other side, but the side that they showed looked like the ball was clearly out. He got lucky.
I don't think that ball goes out until he's till after that.
But like I said, we don't get a lot of penalties.
Oh, Saliba misses Gabriel back across.
Oh God, another miss.
Oh, Jesus, what you got, Jesus? Oh, Jesus into the crowd. What? That's got to be an Arsenal throw.
Why is Mike and Oliver just grabbing players to talk to them? Let the game go on, man. You're just doing an
Arsenal throw. How's that not an Arsenal throw? How's that not an Arsenal throw? So Saliba, the corner come in. Saliba had a clear head and missed it.
Yeah, he did. He missed it.
How is that a Forest throw?
Jesus is playing like a little girl again. Well, I think that's going to be a controversial one there, the handball. Was it in or was it out? Did they get it right? That's going to be a controversial look. You go away to Chelsea and you score 3, and you go away to this lot, and the game's been quite open. By no means are they parking the bus. I think that it may be in the last 10 minutes or so. Maybe they're looking at this thinking a point.
They said his arm was in a natural position.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's Darren England on VAR. Arm was in a natural position. Is this a natural position? Bringing the ball back into play? I'm not too sure about that. So big 10, 15 minutes coming up for Arsenal, depending on how long injury time is added. Saka one-on-one with his man. He had opportunity, didn't take it, and he gets doubled up. Ball's back with him now. Again, cuts inside. Where's the delivery? Terrible, terrible. He's trying to play Eze in. No, not a chance in hell to put that ball along the floor to Eze. So Arteta runs out of his little technical area to get the ball back to Saliba. Sean Dyche is having a go at him for stepping out and picking up the ball. Behave yourself. There's the ball. Timber. Oh, come on, man.
What is Saka doing?
Trossard feeds the ball into Timber in a brilliant position, and he tries to take the touch and play the ball back, and he loses it. Elliot Anderson breaks it up, and it wasn't all the way from there, was it? Wasn't from there. How could it have been from there?
I want a 9-point lead, not a 7-point lead, because if Villa win, then Villa go 4 points behind Arsenal. Think about that, guys. If Aston Villa win, then they close the gap to 4 points. And they've got Everton at home. Garfield saying the amount of voice notes you send, do you take it back? No, not really, mate. Not really. Getting a point here is it's not the best result, mate.
But I don't understand why you bring Jesus on. What are you expecting this guy to do?
Yeah.
He hasn't got the pace.
Back-to-back games where we haven't scored a goal. That's not good. That's not good. That's a very worrying, concerning. But you've missed so many chances today. You've missed so many chances.
When Martinelli can't score from 2 yards out, you know that your day is not your day.
But guys, this is the gamble that you make when you're rotating. I got no issues with Arteta rotating for Saka and Trossard. I don't have any. But when you're Madueke and Martinelli, you've got to come in and fight for your place. If anything, and not so much Madueke, because I think Madueke had actually had a good game.
I think he done okay.
But Martinelli, you've got to come here and prove why you should play in front of Trossard. And he hasn't. He hasn't done that. And has it cost us today? Maybe. Has it cost us today? Yeah, maybe it has. But the manager's got to do it. He's got to rotate, guys.
Jesus,
what's the name of the game?
Positioning. I don't. This guy just. Oh, here come Forrest Hudson-Odoi. Oh, and it's well wide from Gibbs-White. But lovely move from Forrest.
I mean, obviously, the worst thing that could happen here is that Arsenal concede, because a goal now wins it for any team. So, you know, we've got to be switched on. We've got to be switched on. It's not been a good performance at all.
You know what it would be? It would be the pressure of going 9 points clear. Arsenal bottle it.
Yeah. It's not so much Man City. As I said, if Villa win, then the gap goes down to 4 points. That's the problem. That's the issue. That Arsenal have gone back-to-back games without even scoring a goal. Garfield said, "I said pressure, Apollo, the other day, didn't you? Yeah, you are. I don't know whether it's pressure. Maybe it is. Maybe it is pressure. But
lovely ball. Come on, Trossard. What we got, Trossard? Oh, you take too long. There's the ball. Lovely. Come on, no one's even jumping for it. Eze hasn't had a touch. What the kind of game we playing here?
Yeah, it's just the lack of quality, man.
Can someone cross the ball? Not you, Saliba. I said not you, Saliba. That's why I said not you, Saliba. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gabriel had to scurry. And if he didn't get that tackle right, whoever the Forest player was one-on-one with David Raya. Saka go round the houses, still no delivery. Saliba playing right wing. And I don't know why have we got our centre-back trying to cross it instead of our centre-back in the box?
That's a great tackle by Gabriel.
Yeah, he had to get that right, man. Yeah. He had to get that right. So there's a minute left of the 90.
Oh, boy.
Let's see the time added on.
God, come on, guys. How have we not scored a goal in the last 2 games? You couldn't score against Liverpool at home. And you come to a team that's allowed 6 goals in their last, 3 home games? Yeah, everyone, socials, Garfield, everyone's talking about pressure. This pressure should have been from the beginning of the game. And guys, apologies. I haven't done player ratings in a while over the last 3 games. Probably should have done it at the Chelsea game. But in games like this, and the 0-0 draw against Liverpool, everyone got a 5. Every player got a 5. And today, it's that kind of game where I'm struggling to give anyone a 6.
Just pulled his shirt. You can see the clear shirt pull. Why do Arsenal not get these decisions? Arsenal, can we break?
Honestly, guys, I'm struggling to give. Maybe Madueke gets a 6. Maybe he gets a 6. But
To be fair, I think 5's generous for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, Madueke had a sort of a little spell in the opening sort of 15, 20 minutes, but nothing where you can say that, you know, he deserves to get higher marks. And Arsenal lose it again, and Forest screamed down with Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Forest
Hudson-Odoi just sprinted and carried the ball 50 yards.
Right, 5 added minutes, guys. 5 added minutes.
Ben White gives it away. Arteta's going mad.
White's legs had gone about 10 minutes ago.
And still Miles Lewis-Skelly sits on the bench. Still Havertz sits on the bench.
Yeah, this draw is frustrating. You got the odd. This is your second bite of the cherry. You had a chance to go 8 points clear. Yeah, and then you had a chance to go 9 points clear, and twice back to back you fluffed your lines, Arsenal. And you watch now. If Aston Villa win, it's all gonna start closing in.
Just cross the ball, Saka, man. You're getting right on my nerves. You've done that same move 3 times. For what reason?
Man. Oh man.
I don't know how Timber keeps going. I really don't.
Well, he's exhausted. He's had a terrible game today.
So the player of the match is Forest keeper Matt Sells.
Yeah, after that Saka save, then yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. So, Forest have still not had a shot on target.
Oh, Declan Rice, what have you done there? Slow down, Gabriel. You're not catching that, mate. So it's a throw to Forest. It's a good job they took it quickly there, because that Ola Aina could have thrown that into the box from there. But Hutchison took it quickly. And Jesus, pointless bringing Jesus on, man. Absolutely pointless. Oh, here come Forest with Aina to Hutchinson. Crosses in the box. I think it was Saliba that just got the little header there. Hudson-Odoi, and it's out for a goal kick. So literally seconds left. Is there enough for one last chance?
I think it's going to end 0-0, mate.
Yeah, me personally, I think we could play another 90 minutes and not score.
Yeah. We look tired, man. Four away games in a row. They just look beat.
It's not enough fresh legs.
Yeah.
There was not enough fresh legs in the starting 11. You know, and then you're going to ask most of these players to go again on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yeah. Honestly, I would have started Eza in case of Martinelli, and I would have started Miles Lewis-Skelly today. That's what I would have done. Havertz has not played at all. Havertz has had a good rest today. But they've not delivered any quality. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And you've got Aston Villa playing against Everton at home. If Villa win that, then Villa is 4 points behind us. Simple as that. Yeah, this has got a 0. Yeah.
And the game's done.
Game's
Finished
done.
Finished 0-0.
Yeah, so disappointed in that, guys. So disappointed in that. And I'm not as disappointed as what I would be if we just didn't turn up in this game. But you've now gone back-to-back games where you've not scored a single goal. Like we haven't. And look, we've been a threat. The threat has been there, but the quality has been awful. We've had more of a threat today than we have against Liverpool. But the quality today, and credit to their goalkeeper as well, because that Saka header should have put us up 1-0. And then the controversy about the penalty, should it have been a penalty? Was the ball out? All of that makes, all of that is not really important. The bottom line is
that Declan Rice, I don't know if you see him on your TV, and I won't mention the words he said, but you can see how disappointed he is with that performance.
Yeah.
One of them started with F and one of them started with S.
Yeah. It's not good enough, mate. You've had you've had two opportunities to put some distance with yourself in the top of the table. But if Villa win tomorrow, which I expect them to, they're going to close the gap to 4 points. Then you've got Villa breathing down your neck.
Yeah, very disappointing.
That was disappointing. Player ratings for me, guys. Everybody gets a 5. Maybe Madueke gets a 6, and then that would mean he's my man of the match. But very disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not even giving a man of the match. I'm not giving it to
it's really disappointing. A second draw in a row, guys. Another opportunity missed. So we've left 4 points on the table with Liverpool and today.
And it's not only that, you take Gyökeres off 55 minutes with 55 minutes gone. To bring Jesus on, who done nothing for the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, it's not smart substitutions. It really is really not.
Yeah. I mean, guys,
why don't you bring Marino up front, bring Eze on? Have a presence in the box. I just don't get it. Sorry.
I mean, guys, the bottom line is I can understand getting a draw against Liverpool. They are Liverpool. It's still a good team. But to come here and get a draw, no.
Especially with a couple of the chances we created and a couple of the situations we create where you expect us to do that little bit better, that little bit of more added quality.
And so I'm not happy with the result. I didn't think we played well, and we're making it really hard for ourselves because we had 15 shots today. We had 15 shots, but the quality wasn't there. We had a 2.07 XG. So Arsenal should have had a couple of goals today. But the finishing was so poor. The finishing wasn't good at all. And that's why, you get hooked at half-time for a reason, Martinelli. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I can feel you, socials. Gets bored at the same time every year. The coach is more concerned with not losing than trying. Yeah, and say if you're right, socials, then that's not the approach. You're not trying to win the title. You're not trying to lose the title. And if you play with that mentality and mindset, then it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And look, let's play devil's advocate. Let's go the other way. So we all agree we're not happy with the game. We all agree the result was disappointing. We created tons of chances, and we all agree it was a letdown. On the flip side of it, yes, Arsenal have played a lot of games. Yeah, you're not getting any argument with anybody on that. Yes, we've played a lot of games. Yes, we've tried to manage a situation. Hence the reason why our front line was a little bit inept today, because you didn't have Saka, you didn't have Trossard. But you've gone out and got these players in to trust them to get a job done. And quite frankly, the finishing today was awful. It was so bad.
Yeah, but don't you find, Apollo, that it's the same old, same old? I mean, you take Martinelli off at half time, you put Trossard on. Why wouldn't you take Martinelli off, throw Saka on the left, and Madueke? Try that combination.
Yeah, because they've never played together, them two. God, that would be like thunder and lightning, them two.
Try the combination. And then you take Gyökeres off with 55 minutes to go. When you need a goal, and you're asking Jesus to play in a position where he necessarily doesn't really do well.
Yeah.
You know, and you could literally see once Gyökeres went off, you could see literally the space was everywhere on the pitch. Forest started to press, which made the game harder for us.
Yeah, it did. And people forget, right? People forget. People have got short memories, you know. Jesus had 2 goal drought stints with Arsenal. He had a session where he had a 9-game streak without scoring a goal. And granted, in his defense, he did have 6 assists in those 9 games. But he didn't score. And then he had another goal drought, which was his worst, where he had 10 games without a goal. And do you know the funny thing? The funny thing about this is when Eddie Nketiah came in, because Nketiah came in for Lacazette and Aubameyang and got 5 goals in the last 8 games of that season when we were trying to get top 4. Then when he replaced Jesus, Nketiah got 6 goals in 9 games. So Nketiah was averaging over a goal every few games. But then the language and the narrative was like, well, Eddie was never good enough.
Yeah, only when there was injuries. But he carried the team. He carried the team.
He carried the team for 2 or 3 years when we didn't. And listen, I know that Jesus had that spurt before he got injured. He had 2 goals in 1 game, then he had a hat trick in the League Cup. But before that, he was atrocious. And I love the quality goal that he scored this season. It was such a good goal, the way he just comes in, opens his body, steps into it, curls it around the corner. But this is a guy who's a false 9. When he gets the ball, he's not thinking, let me run into the box and get on the end of it. He's always thinking, let me drop back deep and help out the midfield. That means you've got no one up front. So when Saka crosses that ball, and then Declan...
I said, but it's not only that, Apollo. Like I said, once Gyökeres departs the field, the game opens up. So now you're allowing the team to go and press you that couldn't press you before, because you had that focal point up top who's going to run for everything.
Yeah.
Once he goes, teams know they can open up, they can press us, and there's nothing going to come back the other way. So Arteta actually made the game harder for Arsenal. By removing Gyökeres on 55 minutes, regardless of whether he's going to score a goal or not, that's besides the point. The job that he does at the top of the pitch allows Arsenal to have time and space from defence and midfield. Yeah. So Arteta actually made it harder.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in here? We are on a different wavelength. What are you guys talking about?
You know what we're talking about.
Don't drink and watch a game at the same time. Don't drink and watch. It's not a good.
You know what we're talking about, Cranky.
Don't drink and watch a game at the same time. It's not a good.
I see you rolling your eyes when we were talking.
So let me say something. First of all, we wasted 55 minutes with Gyökeres. Waste. Man is a waste. I didn't call it waste, man. I like to berate players. Waste. So here's what you should ask yourself. In the first 20 minutes, they weren't in the game. The game changed after the first 20 minutes. They got more confident. We weren't doing much. Gyökeres had 2 instances in the game which showed you what Gyökeres is. He got a breakaway, and he couldn't get away from anybody. He can't get away from himself. And he had a ball in the corner he went for, and you just I said to my nephew, it's a turnover. Yep, it's a turnover. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's not. He's a Titanic. He can't turn. I'm sorry, I'm not having Gyökeres. I am not having Gyökeres. He's not good. As a Jamaican, I'm not good.
So, I'm not part of the herd, and I'm going to be the voice of reason here. This game is not about Gyökeres, my friend. This game is about 11
I never said it was, but I'm saying we wasted 55 minutes with him.
We wasted 55 minutes with everybody.
Here's where you guys are missing.
We wasted 90 minutes with
but Gary, here's where you guys are missing. You guys are missing. As the game prolong, as the game go along, people get more tired. It's not the same vigor and energy you have in the first 50 minutes. It's just not. Your leg's starting to go. His bad change was taking off Odegaard and putting on Marino. Why is Eze here then? We'll send him back to Crystal Palace. You need some offense. Even if Eze's not in the game, you can create a point of magic in the game. You can score a goal from nothing. He can do something. You think that's what? No. Is they're interchangeable.
You're wrong there. You're wrong there, Cranky. You're wrong there, Cranky. Because at Arsenal, you're not allowed to be an individual. You have to be a team member.
Fine. But I'm just saying,
team player.
When Martin United scored that goal in the last minute against, gave him that pass over the top? We don't have that precision passing from deep. Right? We don't have anybody can create anything from nothing. So you take off Odegaard, you put on Marino. I like Marino as a player. I probably prefer him in a 6 than an 8, to be honest. But he can score a goal up top. If he's not playing center forward, he's not going to play the 8 and give me anything offensive that I need. It's ridiculous.
I would have rather seen Marino go up top and Eze come on in the 10. It didn't make sense. That
could work also. That could work. That's fair enough. Especially for the headers against a tough team who's playing deeper, and we have difficulty. I keep saying this, and Apollo keep protesting sometimes. This open play thing is not working. If the set piece don't work, we struggle. Today we had a bunch of set pieces. They have 2 big center halves. They dealt with it well. We struggled.
Yeah, I don't buy into the set piece thing. I think that's just the media's way of just trying to.
No, we scored the most goal from set piece in Europe.
Yeah, I know we do, but we still score a lot of outfield goals. We're not. The fact that we've scored most than any teams means we're smart, not stupid.
No. The point I'm making for us is this: even goals we score sometimes, we don't look like from set pieces. Ball come out and we do something with it. I am not buying Gyökeres. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I know, but you said that before, and we get it, but that's not what our problem is.
Every game it gets worse. Every time I watch him, I'm like...
He was man of the match in the last game we were talking about.
Yeah, because everybody trying to give him something. It's pity. It's a pity man of the match.
Come on, Cranky, man. He was brilliant against Chelsea, man.
He scored a goal where Sanchez gave him a goal. There's one goal he scored. And he had a back heel.
He still had to be there to put it in.
All right, Cranky, this is not about Gyökeres. This is about the team who never did it today.
No, look, we didn't do enough to win the game. We didn't do enough to win the game.
Saka was the only one who went close. It was an incredible save from the Forest goalkeeper. Martinelli missed a sitter. Zubimendi missed a sitter. Our XG was 2.06. We should have had at least 2 goals today. I don't know about the penalty. I need to see that again.
It was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. It's a penalty because this is a natural. It's not a natural motion to put the arm and try to keep the ball. To try to hug the ball. It's not a natural motion.
Defenders put both arms behind their backs in the box.
Exactly. Apollo.
You look at Gabriel and Saliba. What do? They put both hands behind the box. That's how they approach
it's a penalty. But it's a soft penalty. But it's a penalty. It's a penalty. But we shouldn't need a penalty against this team. Look, they have good offensive players, and the center halves are good. But we should have been dominant in midfield and be able to win the game.
Yeah.
And we have too much of this. Timber is taking up. You talk about Gyökeres occupying people.
It was horrible going forward.
Timber is going forward, taking up space. So when Trossard, who likes to cut until he gets tired, he doesn't have anywhere to go because Timber is taking up that space. He's not drawing the man away. So it creates more defense. Yeah, he's bringing somebody into the play. So then Trossard has no room to maneuver.
That's
and
a
no
great
space.
shot, because I've seen that a couple of times.
Yeah.
When Timber appears in the box, and you're thinking, what the hell is he doing there? And he's getting hit a ball that he can't even win, and he's taking it off of other people's heads, and as well as putting other people in the box.
Yeah.
I think, and Cranky said something. I've been looking at the team over the last few games, and they do look tired to me. And the tiredness when it takes you is not just a physical thing. You get tired mentally as well. And it looks like the mistakes they're making and the lack of clinical finishing is probably a part of that fatigue. But the thing is, my question is, and I thought the team sheet, I had no problem with Martinelli and Madueke starting. But I think Odegaard should have rested, and I think Timber should have rested, because how Eze and Martin and Lewis Skelly didn't play in this game today, because you're not playing them against Inter Milan. You're just not playing those.
The coach no longer trusts Lewis Skelly. He's way down the list.
That's terrible.
And Eze sometimes doesn't get in the game enough. He's not in the game. He's existing on the field. He can do something magic,
but he goes missing too often.
Yeah, he goes missing too much, and that's a problem. And he got it. I think what I realized from him the last couple of games he come in, defensively he's more aware, but offensively, you know what Odegaard does when not in the game? He go deep to get it. He go deep and go between the two center halves to go pick it up and try to get in the game. Eze has to do more of that, and Eze can pass over the top, which we lack, frankly.
I don't want Eze dropping into the 6 to get that ball deep. I want Eze playing in that little pocket where he can turn and play balls forward for the front three to go onto.
So Gary, I normally would agree with you, but the problem is when Eze sits in there, he's not getting the ball. So what happens? He looks lost. The ball is not coming to him deep in the pocket when he plays off Gyökeres. So if the ball's not coming, he's not in the game. And defensively, that's not his forte. So he looks like he's out there in Wonderland.
Yeah, Andrew says, who should Arsenal purchase to put up front? Look, I think the only guy out there, and we're not going to get him, but the only guy out there that's going to help Arsenal in this situation is probably Alvarez. I just don't. Everybody's got the same problem.
No, I think at this point you got to get Havertz fit.
Yeah, I agree. But what I'm saying is, innately, there's a massive shortage of strikers.
But you're not going to get Havertz fit if you're not giving him minutes.
I know Tony says there's strikers available everywhere, but that's the difference between having someone do what you want them to do than having any old Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because if you wanted to just go and pull a striker out of hat, you can do. Any team can do that. And we've seen that with the Lap, Sesko, Gyökeres, everybody fussing about these players, millions and millions and tens of millions but then all of them are average. I can't tell you one striker, and I'm including João Pedro from Chelsea because I never rated him, but none of these guys are elite level. We're talking about, you see Haaland scoring, and mind you, he ain't scored in 4 games now, Haaland, but you see this guy scoring every week. And then everybody wants him. It don't work like that. Guys like Haaland don't pop out of a
he's an elite scorer, but if he's not scoring, sometimes
he can't
he's
play.
Lost. Also.
Yeah, he can't play. And everyone's talking about, Harry Kane is probably the best all-round striker in the world now.
Harry Kane is brilliant.
But how old is he? Was he 33, 32 or something like that?
Go pay Asman. Go pay Asman the 400,000 a week.
Harry Kane legs gone 2 years ago and he's still making a living in that league. But I really don't know. And no one's going to purchase Osimhen. But I agree with Cranky. I think you take him. But for some reason, everybody's getting the Colin Kaepernick treatment. So I think Havertz fits this team really well. He scores goals. He only played half a season last year and he had 15 goals. And me and Gary bet everybody that he'd get more than 20. And he was on his way to get over 25. So you got a guy there where it's going to work. And as I said, I talked about his weaknesses, but he's got so many strengths in regards to the way this team plays. That's your guy. But
you know what I realized, Apollo? You know what I realized, Apollo? In watching Nottingham Forest today and watching City today, there's some points in the game where they get the ball between the lines in the box with a cute pass, which can give the forward a chance to do something. We don't have that.
Yeah.
Right? You saw Osnabrück do it a couple of times today, right? Somebody run off someone and go in the box, and then you're in trouble. You're panicking as a defense. I saw Cherky do it for City quite a bit today. We don't have that.
But we don't have runners to hit. We don't have Rice, Zubamendi, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard making them runs for someone to find. And that's the difference.
And every time Zubamendi does make a run inside, what happens? He looks dangerous.
Odegaard has found him, but a lot of times the ball doesn't come.
Yeah, the ball doesn't come. They're so, and I don't know whether this is Arteta or whether it's the players, and I think it's a little bit of both. Because when I tell you guys I see Madueke on that left-hand side, his thirst for is, I'm going to beat my man and I'm going to cut the ball back to the 6-yard line. And if you're a striker, you need to know that he's going to do that. But when Saka gets the ball, what's his first thought of pattern? I'm going to dodge the defender and then I'm going to cut it back to Odegaard and Timber to recycle the ball. So, and look, in the NFL and NBA, they spend hours watching film. You know what the team's going to do. So if we know that, the opposition knows that. So when you go in a low block, you feel safe. Because in a low block, the ball's not coming in from Arsenal.
But that's why I said there's no change.
I think Trossard and Saka take too long to put the ball in the box.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, the build-up play is very slow, and it's been evident this season and last season. The build-up play, we don't hit anybody. If you had a Fabregas in this team, it would make such a difference because of the sheer vision of hitting anybody in stride when they're breaking the back line. But nobody don't do that.
But I think with us, it's more a case of we want to control the ball. So if we cross it into the box and the keeper catches it, we've given away the ball. They want to keep the ball. They keep recycling it. It's all about possession. If Arteta's theory is if we've got the ball, the other team can't score, right?
Yeah.
So by not crossing the ball in the box early, number one, you're taking away your chance of a striker or another player scoring a goal, right? And you're just not creating enough opportunities because you don't want to give the ball away.
I'm going to show you this thing here, which I haven't used in a while. It was one of the things I used to shut the mouths of all the naysayers. But what it was is when we bought Havertz in the league, in the Premier League, had made the second most runs in the league, and attacking runs was third. And I watched his games, especially for Arsenal. And his movement is exceptional. He knows how to get open. He runs behind the back line, and he does those things. And this is the reason why when people are talking about he's injured and we're missing him, they don't know exactly what we're missing. And look at that. Total distance run, second in the Premier League. It's his movement. It's not, forget about the touch, forget about the shot, forget about all these different things. It's what he does in that final third that makes a difference. And when he's not there, you're just not seeing those options. You're not seeing anybody running behind. Anybody can make a run, right? But it's like a wide receiver. Anybody can run a route. But it's whether you can lose your man when you run that route that makes a difference. And this is what is the difference with Havertz. When Gyökeres makes a run, 9 times out of 10, he got a centre-back right on his back. He ain't lose nobody. Jesus,
I think with Havertz, distance make the heart grow fonder.
Jesus' problem is he made the run in the wrong direction. He made the run backwards instead of forwards beyond the line. He want to pick up the ball deep. With Havertz, he makes the runs in angles. He makes angle runs, slant runs, where he gets the ball into space. And he's so good at doing it. That whole mechanic with Saka and Odegaard and Timber, they know where to find him. And he floods to the left, Havertz, he floods to the right, and in the center. And he's always picking the ball up. I remember when we beat Man City 1-0 at the Emirates when Martinelli got the winner. Havertz took 3 players. And if you watch that goal again, watch his movement. He runs like a wide receiver. He spins and he jukes and he backs into the other centre backs. He's clouded 3 guys in. When Martinelli gets the ball, he's got no one around. He's completely in space. It's the way Havertz does it that makes a difference. And again, I have to show you this because a lot of people have forgotten the qualities of his movement. That's all this is. Not about shots, not about anything. It's when you're...
No, I think his biggest attribute is his touch, Apollo. His biggest attribute is his touch, right? He takes it down easy. He lays it off at the right pace with the deftness that you need. We don't have that with Gyökeres. And I think Jesus touches a little bit off. He needs to get back to... he's been out for a year. I'm not going to ever criticize Jesus until 6 months from now. When you're out for a whole year with a severe knee injury, the second or third one you've had, it takes a while to get back to where you were before. With Gyökeres, he's been off just period in terms of playing football. So he goes sit his ass on the bench and watch the games.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this thing about Gyökeres taking up 60 minutes of my time and wasting my day.
Guys, I've got to love you and leave you because I've got to sort out some dinner for the kids.
Yeah, I got my wife is calling me for dinner. Let me just have closing comments. Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, so obviously disappointing result in the 0-0 draw. Poor finishing and good goalkeeping to blame. But all in all, I just don't think we've done enough to deserve to win the game, which is a bit more disappointing. I like to see a bit more chop and change from the manager rather than everything staying the same. You're making the same substitutions and then you're expecting different results. And I don't quite understand it, to be fair. You've got a squad, use it to its fullest capacity. Don't have to make the same changes all the time. Sometimes you need to be a bit cuter. And all in all, just not good enough today.
Yeah, Cranky, go on.
Well, I think you can kill a player's confidence. As they made a big mistake against Villa, you keep benching the player who's used to starting, no matter how much optimism they want to portray. publicly, they're probably dying inside, and they probably think they can help, and you're killing the player. When you change off the number 10 and you put somebody else in the role, when that's where he plays, and he's been a big player in the league for a while, that's not a good outcome. Right? We had a chance to go 9 points today and put Man City to bed and just focus on Villa. Now we're 7 points ahead. It's still better than we were, before today started, but it's not the best look. My biggest concern is Arteta's always been two things. One is his game. Well, one thing actually is game management. I've always said he lacked good game management. That makes him give you 40, 50 great players. You know how to interchange them. He's great. You're shaking the head of Apollo. Game management.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but I do agree with the fact that you said he has a problem. I think he's too risk averse. Carry on.
I've always said he's too risk averse. I mean, when you try risk, and sometimes today you watch the men with the ball, and even Rice later on in the game when he's playing the six, get the ball out wide quickly. Let the defense shift quickly. The defense just take their time and jog to shift.
Do you know what? You see the way that United played City today? We would never have played City like that.
Yes.
We would never have played City like that.
Yeah, you're
never.
Right. You're right.
Risk averse.
And Gary, it wasn't just a counter-attacking game today. It wasn't. It was just, you know what? We're going to spread the field and we're going to move the ball quickly.
Exactly.
Let them chase us for a change.
Exactly. But they got it right every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. And City looked like a team in the Conference League. That's how bad it was. That's how bad City were today. But that was because of the way United played them. Carrick sent them out with a game plan. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And they carried it out. And Arteta would never do that.
No, the speed of play today was exceptional for Man U.
Yeah,
how quickly 100%. They were switching wings, forcing City to overcompensate on one side, and they switched to wings. So then they have more space on the other side. That was very much for the entire game. And we don't do that. By the time we get ball from one wing to the next, I could go to sleep, eat breakfast and dinner, and get back over there.
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of that plays into the thing that me and Gary was talking about. David Luiz was the last ball-playing centre-back that we had at this club, and he would break the knees of defenders. We don't have that. We don't have a defender.
Apollo, David Luiz to Aubameyang out left, 40 yards. Yep, we used to have that.
Yeah, not anymore.
The thing with that Murillo pass is made possible because of the run the player makes. Without the run, the pass is useless.
Yeah.
The two things have to go together. And we don't have either.
And who does that? Calafiori. He ain't been here for a while, bro. He ain't been here for a while. All right, guys, listen, that's it from us. I think Arsenal, it's not enough from them. Just 3 shots on target from 15 attempts on goal. And look, a lot of people say Arsenal tend to wobble when the pressure's on them. And, as much as I'd like to defend them, they are playing into this narrative. They've gone back-to-back games of not scoring, which is the first time they've done that. I can't even remember when the last time they've done that. I think it was Sunderland and Stoke. I did look it up before the game. That's right. It was 2012. So it's like 13 years it's been since we've had 2 0-0 draws in a row. So
Apollo, I hate to say this, but the one constant is the manager. To one constant is the manager. Maybe Saka has been there, but the manager is the constant. I hate to say that, but he's the constant.
It is, but look, at the same time, Cranky, as much as you probably won't like to admit it, we're in our position because of the manager.
Yes, that is 100% true. 100% true.
We've got 18 injuries
totally
out of 25
agree.
players, and we've had the hardest schedule in the first half of the season than any of our rivals. Man City crying now because they got to play all the top teams and top 10 teams away from home. We already done that. So we've got all this stuff we've done. And that's because of the manager. But no manager's perfect, and Arteta does have flaws. And in games like these, the flaws come flying up in the air like fireworks. It exposes everything that's wrong about Arteta ball. And at some reason, and look, he's only been a manager for 6 years. We've always talked about it. He has so much room to grow. Arteta's ceiling is way up in the mountain, big as Mount Everest. Because
but as you say that, he grew. There was a period, was it 2 seasons ago, where we was blowing teams away 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. But he seems to have regressed now. So has winning or trying to win overtaken everything and consumed him to this point where he now has to play so tight and not release the players to kind of express themselves because he's trying so hard to win.
Well, I can answer that in two ways, Gary. The first is that he's obviously evolving as young managers evolve faster than managers who are already bedded in. When you have a manager like Emery and Pep, and they've been managing for 20 years, they're not going to change. You ain't going to see much development and progression from these managers. But for someone like Arteta, it's good to watch him evolve, because like this year, I've never seen him rotate as much as he's ever done in his career. But at the same time, where does that lead him down? The second thing about that is if he doesn't succeed, he ain't going to be here for very long. So
I don't agree with that, but I'll say this about I think Apollo. I agree and disagree with you, which may sound strange. I agree that the more experienced managers don't evolve as much, but Emery has evolved. You look at how Emery plays now versus before. Emery's playing without wingers. Emery used to have the Baileys of the world playing wide and spread the field. The Rashford he bring in. This year, he has McGinn playing out there. Right, he has Rodgers playing out. He's evolved and made the game much more compact and go through the middle. And also what he's doing more is keeping the ball deeper, force you to come at him. That pass you see made today, that split us, that's what Villa does quite a bit nowadays. Yeah, they draw you in and make that pass, and you get behind the first line of defense, second line, and it's over.
Yeah. Villa are a one-trick pony. They play the long ball over to Watkins, and that's where they get.
Or they go to Rodgers between the lines. Yeah.
All right, guys, listen, that's enough from us. Everybody, try your hardest to enjoy your weekend. You just have to hope that Villa get a draw tomorrow or they lose to Everton. That's the only thing that would make this weekend worthy. But you gain the point
never on the 49ers.
Apollo, one more thing before you go. This has been a very interesting season, actually. So we shouldn't be happy with the point, but we shouldn't be depressed with the point. And the reason is why, because even the lower base teams sometimes get an outcome, right? You see Man City struggle with the lower base team. You see Liverpool draw with Burnley today.
Yeah.
Right? So the low base teams are fighting like tooth and nail. And even the ones at the top you think is going to breeze by teams, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah. And I've always said, guys, everyone talking about Arteta's had... Gary, slap him. Right, so
don't get it at me, man. Don't get it at me.
And I've always said, the down parts is everybody said Arteta's had 6 years to win a title. No, he hasn't. He's had 3 years, because it's been 3 years we've been battling for a title. The other 2 years before that, he was building a foundation with the young players. And the first year is where he got rid of 21 players, all the dead wood. So we've only been trying to win a title for the last 3 seasons. And on top of that, I think for me, you got to understand that as emotional as we are right now, the season ain't over. We're going to be going through pigs and troughs, misery, heartache, joy, the whole emotions. We're not there yet. So let's just grip in tight and see how this works out. There's still a lot of drama left to come. All right, guys,
All right.
Listen, enjoy the weekend. Peace out, everybody. Love you like cooked food. Nice one. All right, guys. Cheers, man.
Bye.